It's me, your boy, buying time. As you can see by the title. Well, shit, well, here we are again. Workshop number 2, baby. Let's go. Other staff will be running late, so I'm going to be the one temporarily in charge while I get by time. It do be like that sometimes.
Money. Have some. Where'd I go? Money. I'll take my life. Dead.
I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say something.
You should go ahead and say it. You might as well.
No, I don't want to say it anymore.
Why?
I'm just gonna
For what
suffer
reason?
real quick on it. 29% of the textures used cannot be crunched, have not been crunched or compressed. Well, let's just fix that real quick.
Just crunch them. Shrimp them.
Yeah, just shrimp those
Crunch
in.
them.
Just give him the
Just
old.
crunch.
Hmm.
Give 'em the old
They don't need to
fucking-
exist anymore.
Give them the good old twist. Crunch them. Crunch them into nothing. Not but bone and ash.
Give him the
Oh.
good old Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Is that
Not
fun?
Captain Crunch.
What?
Give him the old Captain
Not the
Crunch.
bite of 87?
I've been. Is that the fight of 87?
Hey, I know what's best. Give him the old Captain Crunch. Oh, not the best. Not the Captain Crunch. Hey.
Did I hear Captain Crunch?
Did I hear Captain Crizzle? Ooh.
I'll give them
Super Punch.
a crunch that they'll never forget.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Delicious.
Yes, texture count 300.
Uh-huh. No, there's no cool people here. Sorry.
Zethos.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Since you're the dedicated NPC, I will also be,
I guess.
what's the word?
I guess.
Conscripting you to help.
Yeah, that's a shame.
His ARP is over.
Okay.
We're canceled.
Cool.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but as long as I'm here, I will assist.
Cool. Alright. Now that my helping hand's here. Alright, you party players, it's fucking business hour now. We're now beginning the workshop, all of yous wonderful players. And while I have you, things are gonna be desolate. So to fit the vibe, we're all gonna go to the Dwarven Hole entrance. So you can all be surrounded by slate. Right here, you'll click this button.
Nice.
Changing up the scenery. Right here. Make yourself at home in the quarry. There's nowhere comfortable. Sitting is not optional.
Understood. You think I need a chair to sit, you fool?
You can't make me sit. I mean, you can't make me stand.
Eldritch Smite.
Anyway. Alright. Okay. So, welcome to Workshop 2 Electric Boogaloo, where we're gonna cover things we forgot to do the first time, because things were hectic then as well.
Or that we didn't have time to
Or that we didn't have any time to do, because we did a lot for you last time. Now, one of the main topics that we'll get right into the bat. Combative banter. Now, everyone likes swinging swords as much as the next person and imagining your enemy's visceral entrails going onto the floor. However, not everybody likes that, and it gets boring over time. So, this is why we have combative banter. That into the mix. I'll bring in my assistant number 1 and assistant number 2. Cactus and the Zithos get up here.
Oh, well.
Now, there's multiple ways when combative banter will be used. Either while there is an enemy already engaging a player. If a player is already outnumbered, instead of all ganking up and stabbing them to death, maybe one of the two of them will back off and goad on their opponent and cheer for their ally. Things like that. But then there will also be instances where...
Did I pass out the
Yes,
avatar that we
pass
provided?
out the medium combat avatar. There are also instance of combative
Funny avatar.
combative banter is when two opponents are shit-talking each other. And we all love shit-talking each other, don't we?
Yes.
Let me find
Ah, yeah,
the
sure as hell do.
medium one, but
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
Yes.
And don't worry,
call it-
we'll all get the chance to use our funny avatars soon, TM.
closer to the end than right
Closer to
now,
the
right?
end.
No, I'm just gonna have my cloning on because I remember
Yes.
Bill was playing on this one.
You just do that.
And there's also a female variant if you wish. Quote unquote.
I guess you have a thing for female mannequins, you can do that. Alright. Now that our two anonymous combatives are prepared, let's see some examples of combative shit-talking. You may begin.
Damn shit talking.
Then I'm best at.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Where you going, fucker?
Yeah, you know I fucked your mother, bitch. Come on.
What do you mean, fuck my mother?
Yeah, I fucked her all. How do you think you came to birth, you little cunt?
We're twice your fucking age. What are you talking about?
Now, as you can see, this sort of making the combat a lot more livelier if it wasn't just them swinging swords at each other. It adds a lot more life into the NPCs. And gives little, if not haha, personality.
Okay. I do not believe you fucked my mother. I just don't believe it.
Well, you're free to believe what you want.
Cactus, this motherfucker's goading you and you're not taking that shit from him.
Come on, come on. Come on. One little nix ain't enough to get me down.
Combative banter may include goading, insulting, anything you can think of that would piss you off or your enemy off. Doesn't always have to be
Or,
that. Doesn't have to be
or
always
just good
insulting.
old-fashioned taunting.
Taunting,
Yes.
but can also be begging for your life mid-combat, because that's also banter. Not everyone wants to fight to the fucking death, especially if they have something to live for. Especially if they're like a peasant or something. They'll probably beg for their life and try not to kill you. Not everyone is a trained killer in medieval times.
I ain't stupid enough to know what a balloon is, but I am stupid enough.
Just examples to show not everything is cut and dry as just killing every NPC that fights you. Or being an NPC that wants to die every time. It's a mixed bag, it really is. You never know who you're going to combat. Sometimes people are fighting for coin, fighting for what they believe in. Sometimes they're just fighting to survive.
I say it's...
I'm starting to get.
We let some of the other players practice a little bit themselves.
Alright. I smite both of you. You've done a wonderful job. You may return to the crowd if you wish. Now all of you get to practice what I hope you were watching. There will in fact be a pop quiz. Clone
Be
off
sure
of
to
Mimic.
Clone be sure to clone either this one or the one Zithos is in. If Zithos, you could turn on your cloning. If you want the female one, clone me. If you want the male one, go with him. As far as I know, it's the same fucking thing. Alright.
Alright, now for this example, we're gonna do it a group. It'll be a group exercise. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
That's fun.
I'm good sitting out. I charge
Okay.
that,
6. Okay. Alright. Who wants to fight again? I'll need 2 fighters and 4 bystanders.
Oh, fine.
I like murder.
Then Cactus and Cyber. Stand where I'm standing. Zithos, Techno Wolf, and Amdi. You will be goading for both teams. Someone can be on Cactus's side, someone can be on Cyber's side. Cheering for your ally and goading your enemy. This is a fucking brawl in the street. Make it feel lively, and make it have fun. Overall, just throw something. Throw something into the mix. And if you're all ready, you may fight to whatever point you wish.
Come on, Cactus, I got 30 gold early on you!
Go on, Cyber, beat that bastard down.
Come on, you two, make this entertaining. Come on!
You're a little,
as boring as last time.
Come on, you know you cheated in the card.
little bit slower
You know he was a
than the
cheater.
other.
He's winded, quick, get him!
Oh.
Take that bastard down, he's got a fat foot. He's slow on the legs.
I fought pregnant cows with more skill than you.
Are you kidding? I fought someone who's twice your skill. You're a little slow right now. I doubt that you footwork.
Come on, Cyber, I have nearly a king's ransom on your ass. Don't fold now. Can't believe you fell for that.
Oh, you are such a slow bugger. God damn.
One of you two's fucking ended already.
Wait, who taught you how to sword fight? Your grandmother?
Yes, actually. He was half the fighter. Do you think you were?
Oh.
That was fucking false pommel.
You're attacking with the wrong end. You fucking fool. Hey, your shoes are untied.
What? Oh, fuck that.
Come on, do something interesting.
Glass is running out. Come on, someone.
Because will be here any second now. Fucking end it.
Boring.
My fucking eyes. What's wrong with you? I would say if I had them, you fool.
Oh, it's very game
I'm gonna be here literally any fucking second. Hurry the fuck up.
The pair of you are swinging your swords around like newborns. You sure you even trained?
You fucking bug. What tooth?
Begin ending the fight.
Either way, Cyber. You can win this.
Oh, could this be the end? He finally got a luck stroke on him.
Okay, sure. Fine. Fine.
You had him stunned and you didn't take the opportunity. Come on.
Oh, The baggers come out. Now this will come to a close. That's a nasty wound there.
Alright, outside force!
Catch this.
Right, it's
A
tempting.
trident into your back, Cactus.
What did you do?
Catch this.
Dear God. And this is why we usually have a DM watching, so that can be accounted
Yeah,
for.
precisely. Yeah, outside force.
Wake up.
Yes.
Alright, outside force, part 2. Let's see which one. Got
Choose.
this.
What?
Oh god, you fuck.
What the fuck is wrong with
That shit, we do finish this up so we can all run and get our bet money. You take too long.
Either way, while the fight drew on, it reached a conclusion eventually. Might have had a last stand moment, who knows. Either way, you all get the fucking example, right? You get how fun that was? Hmm. Now usually, won't last that long, but you get the point. But that's the point of combative banter. Fills in that prolonged space and gives some humor or emotion to it.
Plus, sometimes if both the combatants are both like playing very defensively, it might cause one of the individuals to actually take the first hit. Because otherwise, y'all are just staring at each other,
And who fucking knows
admiring
if the
yourselves
things
like you're looking in a mirror.
if things broke out, even in the crowd, arguing over who would win, then another fight would break out, and then it become a fucking free for all. Things like that could happen. That's on the NPCs. If that happens, then that happens naturally. It's a fucking fight against broke peasants, fighting for coin and scrap fights. But either way, speaking of scrap fights, now we'll get into the next category I'll talk about. Now, I'll ask the main question, and it should be obvious. What do we want to get out of this roleplay?
Range, weapons. What?
Thank you,
I like the
Cactus. Story! We're all here to tell a fucking story. Which goes into our point. Stories before winning. In combat, if you're an NPC, your goal is not exactly to win. Your goal is to tell a theatric story through combat. Give your player an experience they'll remember for at least a week. Like, hey, I had a cool fight with so-and-so, or this module was epic because of blah blah blah. Yada yada. Combat is, in a way, a make or break moment for a lot of things. And it's possible that combat can end storylines. And we never want our story to end too soon until it reaches its satisfactory conclusion.
You accept their thing and give them.
However,
like,
can't always have that. And sometimes the dice may not be in the player's favor. And the worst comes to worst, their story may end. And that's why it's important that we nail down NPC combat so you can tell a story and not make the player die at the same time. For example, Cactus, get back in here.
through how to give DMs the ability to accept these requests.
And Zisthos, get back in here.
Alright, time to kill Cactus again. Let's go.
Yes. Now, Cactus, you're gonna be the good role-playing boy and do all the proper things. And Zithos, you're gonna metaverse his ass. Go on. You understand what I mean.
I do, because I do unfortunately do metaverse sometimes.
You know what to do in the metaverse.
Alright.
Cactus is the player's example, and Zithos is an improper combative. Get in there.
Don't kick me.
Obviously, you're noticing joysticking, which you don't want to do. And obviously, no conveyance of the weight, and ignoring hits. All that nonsense is improper combat. And usually,
You also want to avoid the Minecraft.
yeah, and that.
Yeah, I'm doing
But the
it
main
wrong.
thing is,
I need to be in proper.
Cactus, being the good role player boy he is more than likely not going to complain mid-scene and take those injuries. Isn't that right, Cactus?
Yeah.
And that will unfortunately lead to him taking unnecessary injuries, meaning more injury rolls, meaning the closer chance of death. And we don't want that here. Case in point. And that's why we fight to make it theatrical. A lot of people hate that word, a lot of people love that word, I love that word personally. But theatrics, making it nice. Everything's an art as long as you put your heart and soul into it. Anything can be beautiful if you just try. But that's just personal philosophy at that point. But yes, that's how it could end stories if done improperly. Of course, even when done properly, sometimes the dice just won't favor you. And at the end of the day, the dice decides all our fates. In Farlon. And maybe a mimic.
Yeah, look, a 19.
Congratulations, you survived today. But do all of you
I
understand?
have to say humor about it.
Do all of you understand?
Gosh.
Alright.
I'd like to see you fight.
Alright.
Techno, why don't you also?
Switching out combatives, MD and Techno. Well, we go on to our next one. Here we go. Hearing and seeing combat. Now I want you all to humor me for a moment and just put your hands out to the end of your vision. Symbolize your cone. That's how far you can see. You can't see past this. And unlike real life, you don't have the sixth senses. You hear and you can see. You can't feel the vibrations. You can't feel the wind. Which is why announcement is important. Now, some people might see it, or some people might have heard it if they watch certain RPs, where people will announce themselves with like footsteps or something, like to make people aware that someone's coming for them. Now, obviously,
You can also get the same effect by screaming.
yes, also like scream like, "Ugh!" Something like that. You understand? Now we'll portray that properly. Cactus, get behind Amity. Wait, no, not Cactus. Affinity, sorry. I forgot we switched out. Now, Affinity, I want you to show us how to properly convey that you're approaching a combative instance.
Hey, Bigro, you fucked my sister last night. Ah!
Good! Amity heard the fucking insult from a mile away. You have something to add, Mimic?
That is also a good way to start combat banter.
Yes.
What he did.
For ease of everyone hearing, I'm gonna speak in Discord. But yes,
I think you're
you saw how that
in
works.
Discord.
Shit, thank you, Mimic. Right. But yes, that was proper conveyance of entering combat. They made sure that Techno was heard by Amity, so that she could, or he could, I don't know, properly turn around to engage. That's what should be done. Let's see, going next to the list. Now the main one, seeing combat, different from hearing combat. Not everyone's a fucking fighter. There's peasants, farmers, bakers. Not everyone wants to join the brawl. Some people might freak out when they see a fight. Some people may freeze. Some people might enjoy it, and some people will definitely try and get the guards. There's a majority in the menagerie of instances of reacting to combat. And it's just up to which NPC you're playing at the moment. If you're a guard seeing combat, you're gonna try and break it up. If you're a peasant seeing combat, you're not gonna get involved. If you're a brigand or a thug, you're gonna make bets and Maybe even goad it on further. That's just fleshing out the life. And that's seeing combat. Actions and reactions. The most of the time, if it gets down to the nitty-gritty of dice rolls, it gets down to two things: actions and reactions. In this instance, both get 1. So let's say AMD did something unexpected and out of the blue to Technowolf.
Hey there. Leg sweep.
AMD did an action, and Techno, at this point, if dice were in play, would get a reaction, or a saving throw if you would. It would be rolled for the action and a roll for the reaction. So let's say, where in this instance, AMD rolled higher. They got Techno to the ground, and they already have the upper hand. But let's say Techno rolled higher than AMD, meaning that leg sweep would have failed, and then combat initiates on even foot. Action and a reaction. Which means, why say everyone only gets 1, meaning if that action failed, and his reaction succeeded, then he has the action, and her reaction's gone. She can't try to double down and get another roll to get an advantage. That's why this is important. You can't throw a pot, it fail, and try to throw another pot. That's a basic example.
Could doesn't mean it'll work.
Just, yeah, what do you mean it would work? You could try, but your chances aren't that good. You can get up now. Alright, Mimic. I need the armorers. Get me the armored shades.
Yes. So. So, when it comes down to the armors, in Farlon, there are 3 types. There's light, medium, and heavy. Each one has different levels of resistance. Let's say that Amdi was wearing something like leather. That would be considered light armor. Light armor has minimal resistance, physical resistance, but it does better than just wearing nothing at all.
And here's an example of heavy armor. Nexus, if you can step up. This dwarf is in fucking full plate and has a chain skirt. That would be considered heavy fucking armor, if it wasn't heavy already. That would give him a...
That would give him the equivalent of a +3 when it comes down to resistance. Heavy armor is but there is a downside to wearing this heavy armor,
which we will get down to later in the workshop.
Medium is obviously in between. This is something like half plate and things like that. Medium armor's going to give you a bit more protection than leather, but it's not going to save you as well as heavy.
Alright. Mimic, do you have the medium armored avatars from last workshop?
Let me see. That's the ones that have the
wooden training swords, black faces. Like I said, armor shades.
Yeah, let me locate them real quick.
Remember to stretch. Drink water
Yes.
if you're tired. All important.
Yes. That's the video, if I recall. Yep, there it
Good
is.
on you, MD. Alright.
Let me turn my cloning back on. Alright.
Please clone Mimic.
Yes. Please clone me.
And if possible, if you're willing, gather in a half circle around me. Like this. So we can all be right next to each other while this happens.
I do apologize. I was just wondering where you guys are.
We are in the go to the dwarven thing. On you in the map room? Yes.
Alright, time for a show of hands. Who wants to be in the middle of it this time? Okay.
Nara, call me.
Cactus and Zithos again. Please approach your fate, aka me. We're going to convey armor. Not in the meaning of pluses or minuses or whatever theatric mechanics we have in play here, but what it should be in reality. So obviously, Cactus has a shield and a spear, and Zithos has an axe. But we're not gonna focus on the weapons. We're gonna focus on the armor here. So as you can see, if you look closely at the models, medium armor. It's a mixture of leather, gambeson, and small bits of metal. Well, this is a good example. There'll be a better example later. For example, let's say Cactus got the advantage and was able to swing it down on Zithos' head. That's not going to be instant death because it has a bit of metal here. So it's going to glance off. Now, usually, that's just to show, oh, he had armor there. I'm not going to just instantly cut through it with like a pole arm. That's why you got to be careful and aim for the less armored points, like the joints behind the knees or in the shoulders. You have something to say, Supper?
I don't. What?
Are you having trouble hearing what's being said in the VC?
No, I just didn't know if Iron was talking because he was talking for a second and then I just lost audio. I could hear you.
Testing. Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, you might have had a
I think
bug.
your Discord just cut out. Yeah.
Alright. But yes, basically, if you hit someone with a sword and they have a chest plate on, more than likely it's gonna bounce off. And that's why when rolls are made, that's when you get the injury because you got lucky and got somewhere. Now that's not an example of being lucky every time, but it's just to show you can't stab someone with a chest plate. That just can't happen. Unless it's like from a ballista bolt or something unnatural. Does everyone understand armor conveyance? At least this fraction of it.
There you go.
Good. Now, we're gonna convey a fight. Medium to medium. Weapons, weapons. You may fight what you wish, and when I call for the fight to end, you will bring it to a concise close. Hey, Bill! Yep. Went over joysticking almost immediately. I also look what I got them going. Got banter going. Hope you're enjoying. I got the banter going.
I ain't buying you a drink, then, bastard.
We're supposed to encourage him, not
Hey, you're hiding your bleeding of the blood of me, you bastard. I don't need to hide.
50% blood. 50%.
They insulted your favorite color. Get 'em.
Come on. Serious, insane looking ass out of here, bro. Come on, get him. Come on now. Come on, you can do a lot better than that, brother. Aim for the legs. You have a hook on that axe already.
Now, piggybacking off what we're currently going on. The next topic while they fight is movement. Well, currently, their movement isn't that restricted since they're medium armor. They are still in armor. And as you can see, if you look to the sky, It's a clear fucking day out, summer, and the sun's beating down. It's gonna get exhausting the more they exert themselves. However, currently, they're about even. Maybe Cactus is getting a bit more tired because he has a shield and a spear that he's using with one hand. However, play devil's advocate, Zithos has an axe, which requires a lot of momentum to throw and swing. Nevertheless, exhaustion and weapon weight. See, because Cactus is using a spear with one hand, it's ineffective. He has to throw his whole body into it to get it to go anywhere. As well as Zithos having to use the axe. If he goes for a quick swing, more than likely it's just gonna cut a little bit and not chunk in. However, if he went for a full roundabout axe swing, that would throw Cactus to a knee and maybe embed it in his shield. And finally, conveying injuries in a fight without a roll needed. Let's say they push back out of the lock and Cactus gets a lucky strike into Zithos' leg. Now Zithos isn't dead. However, he's taken an injury that he will now convey. His eye has been gouged by the spear. So now, he's gonna be unsteady, and his swings are gonna go fucking wide, as he's lost his depth perception. That'll stick until he dies. Because that'll be conveying the fight injury permanently.
Fuck you more.
Cactus, even though exhausted, now has the main advantage. He can more compensate for Zithos' swings. And with that lucky strike to the eye, Cactus will come out on top, bringing this fight to a brutal close. Congratulations! A round of applause for our combatives today. Woo! Alright, let's see. Okay. I'll do one more thing from the dock and I'll be switching to column B for a bit. Alright. Now, everybody who's available, get up here. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Okay.
I just looked at the thing.
Yeah, I'm having to go off 2 lists.
Oh, we're fucked. We're out.
Alright.
Oh, fuck.
Who wishes to be pummeled to a fucking pulp today?
My hoodie.
Pummeled to a pulp.
Alright. Cactus, I'm picking you up like a sim. Get over here. We're gonna go over everybody's favorite topic. Ganking a motherfucker. Sorry, Cactus, you're getting ganked. Everybody turn red. Cactus, you're blue.
Understood.
Oh, fuck. Okay, then.
Now everybody,
People get when they come into red territory, son.
murderize Cactus. Go. Okay, stop. Now you can see why we don't want ganking happening. Yeah, that's not going to be fun for anyone involved, especially on a serious note if that's a player. That can easily lead to death. And that's going to be unavoidable and unnecessary. And we don't want that happening to players, and we don't want it happening to your players. Because remember, most of you who are doing NPC training are also players. So do unto what you want done to yourself. As someone up high said once upon a time, I think.
Okay.
And also, yes. Now this is why we express it, isn't wanting or allowed unless with express DM permission. In certain scenarios, you will be told to gank something. More than likely. Good example. There's an NPC that's meant to be showing oh fuck, this is a dangerous area. So let's say Cactus is this NPC, and all of you are like zombies or something, or like undead feral, or werewolves. Anything that can show the area is dangerous. Then, you'd all basically run up, rip Cactus to pieces, and fuck off. Express ganking. It doesn't affect anyone particularly, but it shows something. Gives a warning for maybe the player to stick together, stick in a group while they're in this area so they don't get picked off. Things like that. And finally, an attack from behind and how it should be treated. I'm gonna use rhetoric from another roleplay. If you are struck from behind, and it's not a non-lethal blow, and someone accidentally forgets and tries to like pull and impale you from behind or something, I'll be an example here so I can show it off. A good example of how it's used is a rhetoric called the health bar. Think of like, what's a good game? Assassin's Creed, but the Arab one, I forget which one it is, where they implemented a fucking health system for some reason.
Oh, Origins.
Origins. And you fight you try to stealth kill a boss that's like 15 levels above you. And you know how that bar just barely moves? So basically, you'll take the hit, you'll react to it, be pushed forward, you'll turn around and engage, but you haven't taken any meaningful injury yet. Just to show the players, you hit them, you weren't lucky enough to get through, and now you're engaged. Does that make sense? Looking around for confirmation.
One other note for the backstab thing.
Remember in Discord.
Yep. One more note for the backstab thing. The person cannot see you when when you are behind them. So let's say Cactus is fighting against Pancake. If I just walk up and without any sound and just go stab, one, you didn't tell them that there was no indication that you were behind them.
And you're basically ignoring the armor, which is why we went over what we did before this. With noises, footsteps, and conveying of, hey, this man has protection. You're gonna kunk off it. Now, using what we've learned so far, let's have a little bit of a personal sparring. Each of one of you wants to get into it. Pick a partner. If you don't have a partner, someone will be put for you. Have fun. Practice what you've done. Don't aim to win, but aim to train on what you've learned so far. If you're missing a partner, come to one of the DMs and we'll pick someone for you. Have fun.
I haven't loaded in Discord, but you guys seem to know what you're doing.
Yeah, we've gone over most of your list. I've been trying to mix it between your list and Valen's.
We've yet to tap into the magic side of things.
Yeah.
But we said that would be towards the end.
Okay, I was here for the bit of banner.
Hmm.
You guys did good. I saw you just do ganking and from behind. For the rest of this, I'd say first we'll do your.
Have yet to do the latency thing. Have yet to talk about latency.
Understood.
And we're doing the flowing with trust now. Like said, training. I went down your main chunk list.
Okay. So you just did a refresher of what we did last time.
Yeah.
Right?
I did what was in your document.
Okay, good. Just a refresher.
Yeah,
so
and then I'm gonna be going with Valence because he told me to do both.
Mimic, you take the next bit. Tell them about the Plovic version of Magic. After they get done sparring a time or two, let them have about maybe 3 spars.
Yeah.
First spar being solos like what you got now, and then I think in the future The next one we'll do a team battle, and then the
free-for-all?
next one we'll do another team battle.
Luckily,
Two
I
team battles,
have
okay.
a easy to load caster made by Incog. It's only 7 megs.
Just
This is just for the visual.
yeah, just for the public part. You know, just let them know, tell them what's up, and we'll have some demonstrations of the armor effects as well.
Yes.
I could use the spear, and I could show the effect for magical weapons.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Looks good so far. Notice anything interesting between any of the bouts?
With what now? Sorry, I lagged.
Anything you can call out or note from the bouts? Look good so far.
Nexus is new, but they seem to be doing
Nexus
a good job
new,
of
yeah.
joysticking. I have to check out Techno in the future. Seems good. I'm worried about Cyber and AMD as well, although they look good so far.
Let's watch them for a bit.
Okay. I might fight Techno, see how he's doing. Seems to be alright though. They seem to be joking more than fighting, which is okay. They're getting.
They should sparring.
bonding.
It's the free thing. They're getting the rapport.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanatos, why aren't you showing yourself, admin?
He fucking eeped until like 30 minutes ago, like a bitch.
Yes, like he woke up right as we were opening up the instance.
Oh. Okay.
It's been,
They did a
but he
last
hasn't
stand.
done
Okay,
it.
that's noted. At a last stand moment.
Well,
For
to
their
be fair,
fight.
I don't know if you went into a Discord and told them that they needed it in their fights. I don't know what was said though.
I said if it ends naturally, it ends naturally. This is mainly training, not winning. So
Okay.
they're going over what we learned so far.
I mean, that's
I'll
Cyber,
yeah.
so I understand what you're
I'll make.
Just
I'll
tell
make
them
the
no one
announcement.
more time that they need to start ending their fights.
Exhaustion beats and armor weighs
I'm loading
heavy
the Discord,
upon
so
you
when I
all.
can, I'll talk in there.
It's
Until then,
time
speaking
to
in
fight for
VRChat,
the right to
possible.
survive. End your
What's Brad
fights
doing over
now.
there?
He basically just said to end the fights in
That's
a
fair.
more in a more storyteller way.
Okay. Nope. Too late.
Last stand there.
That's fine. They're having a bit of back and forth jokes.
I'm gonna be headed out for the day, DMs.
Understood. Rest well.
Once you are done with your fights, take a seat, drink water, and be prepared for the next
Who's
fight.
leaving?
I did not recognize the voice, so
Wasn't paying attention.
That's fine.
someone's gonna be heading out soon. So stay.
Nara,
it's
Techno,
just
end
stay.
your fight. Make a decisive blow now.
Alright. I'll work with Nara a bit.
Note it down for post. Alright. Yeah, okay. Group fight
Get him
next.
in a line.
Alright.
Line up. Line up. Everybody line up for school.
Line up. So you're matching with these two pillars. Line up facing this way. Alright. That works.
Let me know when you're done because I can't join Discord at the moment.
Alright.
I'm done.
Okay. Really? But doesn't mean I won't want to try and help you guys. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, even number. Lucky me. All right. Cactus turn red. Nexus, Cyber, Zithos, get on the right side. Red team, form a line right here. Would you like to join us? Alright, so I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you guys have done mostly back-to-back spars. They were going to team fighting. So blue team will be on their own team. Red team will be on their own team. Remember the ganking rules.
Mimic.
Should be treated. And also remember you cannot find
Breakout's the heavy for me.
so keep this in mind. You're all trained guards. Okay.
DMs, please hold before beginning the next segment. We will have a short period of speech before we begin the next segment.
Cloning is off for some reason.
Bells are doing the next segment.
When they get done with this team fight and then the next one, then we'll go over magic.
Valen was basically asking that we hold off until some things were
Probably gonna
said.
critique that I went out of order.
We will end up taking a short
Do what?
He's probably gonna critique that I went out of order.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see.
I'll
Oh,
be
I have-
back. I'm gonna deal with this.
There we go.
I'll deal with this. Thank you. Alright, Valid, what did I do wrong?
I do not know as of yet. I have not been able to check in with my family. Goodness. Okay, so I don't think that you've done anything wrong as of yet.
I'm going down the lists. We're almost done with Bell's list. You're glitching out a bit.
Okay.
We
I'm
went through
lagging out.
yeah.
Give me just a second.
Testing. Am I
Give me a
clear?
minute. I'm lagging out and I'm trying to get loaded in so that I can take control.
Okay, if you insist. Things were going smoothly. We're about to, after all the team fights, get into range. Which is what I was going to go for next. But we're having the players fight.
I don't know if you can hear me at the moment. But
I can
we
hear
will
you.
hold off at the start of range because please tell Bell to hold the fuck off. Oh my goodness, why are you lagging while I'm trying to get shit done? Tell Bell to hold the fuck off. Tell Bell to pause. Pause. Pause.
Oh, okay, sure,
Did
fine.
you hear me?
I'm gonna assume, I'm gonna guess. I'll be back.
Sorry, I'm trying to get...
Alright, Bell. Valen's gonna be asking for a hard pause for a reason, so he can say something important or whatever.
He's what?
Asking for you to take a pause, or just wait and this when it's done. He wants to say something important for some reason.
Something tells me this is going to involve his basic.
Or...
Go to a different channel inside DM's chat.
Yeah. I talked to him already. He's just saying to use the fuck word, so it's probably important. I don't know. Maybe you can... No, you can't talk to him. I'm
Respawn.
Respawn. Sorry, chat. I'm muting you.
So, I'll show you the basics, and then, if possible,
I'm eating you. Okay, I'll wait.
So, pull out a sword, and just for your first time,
You did it! Yay!
Hey, nice hit on me on the left. We prefer you to pick us and see what you do. And I see this as
Farlon!
Dude, give it a minute, give it a minute. Alright, give it a second.
Hello?
Hello. I do want to mention Belle. Belle did manage to come in earlier, and
If I wanted a counter, does it have to be 2 moves? Like, counter and then I'm like about to go into it, or I'm already gonna follow through with it?
You could do such. Strike downward on me, and then I'll show you something.
I love it. You hit me with a shield. Nah, every time I have a shield, I always do this. Like the old assassin.
Breathe. And to fully stabilize the connection. And to load all of the avatars currently loaded in the map at this moment. It will take a minute. Give me a minute. I am loading all of the avatars. I'm loading all the avatars at once. Give it a minute. Okay.
Hi.
Dude, come on. Are you good? You good? You good? You good, headset? We done? We done fucking fighting? It's not appear so, not yet. This is why I'm buying a new computer with my fucking sign-on bonus.
Alright, can you hear me? Am I forming sentences?
Glitchy. Give it a second. Time to... Nope. Never mind, hold on. Come on, headset, internet, work with me here. Please don't activate those particles right now. Please stop activating particles at the moment. You're making it take longer.
Tell him to look at me before it disappears. Point.
Okay.
Are you hearing me yet, or am I glitchy? I did the text thing.
I'll be having a discussion with you post workshop. Continuing on. All right. So
we have not gone to the.
We have not done ranged.
We're doing
currently
group spars.
Do group spars.
Oh my god! Can you fucking stop, headset? Okay, I see that. Doing group spars. We have not gotten to range. We have not gotten to powder weapons. So my god! Internet. Internet.
I'm
Work with
going
me.
to go back to
Work
the players. Sorry.
Dan,
Yes,
stick with
do that.
Val.
Pancake is the head of the pancake and the head of the workshop at the moment.
And then a Yeah, did you not say that?
Parry thrust.
Parry A thrust.
You're parrying the thrust. That's fine. One more time though.
I thought you said
Here we go.
Mimic.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Keep them entertained.
What? I don't have a jester outfit.
Ask them if they have any questions or if they're confused on anything.
Almost. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right hip, left hip, right leg, left leg, and overhead. And then you could do it like this if you wanted, and then you could parry the thrust with a parry thrust. So, for a visual example, I want you to thrust towards me, and I want you to follow where I put my blade. Go. Like this. What do you think would happen? Just like that. Yeah. Because I'm pushing the blade away. This is how parrying's normally done. And I want you to throw an overhead as another example. And I'll show you another parry. See? It's simple. And all I'm doing is pushing my blade in the direction I want to parry yours. So, blocking, like that. And then parry, strike me. Like this. Now you know the difference between a block and a parry. That's important because some weapons won't allow you to block. Iron, could you get into a heavy model?
Yes, I had this prepped.
It's very important to respect weapon weight, and I'm just running through what I've already taught people on the first workshop, because I know this is your first time. So that's why I pulled you aside. Yeah. See how big that weapon is?
Yeah.
You see how big he is?
Yeah.
You see how small this is?
Yeah.
Do you see how crippled I am? I'm going to show you what happens when I decide to block this very, very obviously heavy weapon. Iron, can you go ahead and strike above? You won't be able to block that. With heavy weapons, what we prefer is if you're going to avoid the strike, go ahead and strike down. I'm going to show him a parry. Either move out of the way, that works. Either move out of the way, or try and parry the blade, or whatever weapon it has. Because go ahead and get the hammer out. Sometimes you'll see something like
That's a mace. Here we go.
something like this. You won't be blocking this. Arguably, you won't be parrying this. You'll have to, oh god, get out of the way. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, see how armored he is? Do you think I'm going to kill him simply by just stabbing him over and over again?
Nah, I think you have to go for the joints.
Exactly. So, if we were to get into a small bout real quick, just to show it, imagine I'm in light armor, and he's obviously in heavy. I'm going to show you how this would go. Come on. Whoa! Pause. Do you see how I'm hitting him back and forth? And he's not taking damage, but he's showing the reaction that he's getting hit at least. This is how heavy armor should be treated. And with light armor, you saw him hit my hand, and I took the hit. That was one solid strike. And I was already injured. So this should be how light armor and heavy armor should be treated. If Strad, see here. Here it is.
If I was like open-handed, right? Like how fast? Because I see that you're just like moving at a snail's pace. You're going like medium pace, but like, I mean, I changed it in my avatar, but I don't want to.
If I may explain that specifically for the instance, this is a hammer and it's a momentum weapon. I need to start slow and build up momentum to actually make it effective. But if it was a sword, I'd be going much faster.
It's still nice to keep it a little slow for the other person, because imagine if I were just doing this. Could be blocking me.
Are you ready for me to say the thing yet, by the way? Like, I got your answer for you.
Dumb, could you spark with Techno for a minute?
Big, mean metal machine.
What is the benefit of wearing medium or light armor as opposed to heavy armor?
For you, since you have a small play space, if you wanted to parry a hit or dodge a hit, just a slight tap of the joystick will do it. Even if like you wanted to show that you dodged it, but you don't want to joystick too much, you can just simply do this, and it should be an indicator enough for the other person to have parried. So, simple back and forth, don't keep it too long, and if you take an injury, show it. Another thing, if you get down to a knee, or you get laid flat on your ass, don't have one of those moments where you're going like, last stand, dagger out of nowhere, stab, no. You have a disadvantage. You've been hit.
Should have seen me. I died. I flat out died over there.
I saw it.
We saw it.
I was gonna do that. I was like, oh, I do it. But I'm like, he's on top of me. He's choking me out. I'm just gonna die. It's like...
There is one thing I wanted to add that will help you with blocking and parrying. Do an overhead swing for me.
Go ahead. I gotta go DM stuff.
So,
Yoink.
overhead,
Basically, I was able to cipher the basics of it. He was getting back, and this was technically going to be his portion of the workshop, explaining the range and the black powder. That's why I didn't want us to accidentally get into it without him.
Okay, is he here?
He's over. He's purple. He's taking control again.
Because banter generally in the medieval ages was meant to cause your enemy
Told you there'd be a pop quiz.
to be disrupted. You disrupted your enemy with it. Now, that's my pop quiz. Pancake, Belchio, y'all have done well. I hereby, my headset would work with me here. I hereby take command of this workshop in order to continue on towards the ranged and powdered weapon segment. Players! Here comes the fun part. The fun part that's not so fun. Belchio, I'm going to turn about. And you're going to do what you don't do in ranged or powdered weapons.
Okay.
Man, that's a lovely landscape over there.
Bang, 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 bang.
Terrible for anything to happen. I mean, come on. There's nothing happening to me right now. I'm just admiring this lovely landscape.
Even though he's getting shot at the back.
Players, how many times has Belchio shot me thus far?
A lot. About 50.
Yeah, no, not just
exactly.
A lot. It's about 20, pretty much.
So, thus we lead into the ranged workshop. Now, there are going to be several different instances of making sure that your enemy knows that you have a ranged weapon and that your enemy knows that they're being hit by a ranged weapon. I will start by giving an example by swapping into my Aether character. My Aether character does not have... My Aether character does not have any particles on it. For example, Farlon has particles. And particles and sounds. Oh, goodness gracious. Farlon has particles and sounds on his model. However, my character just... We're broke. I got nothing. Oh goodness, give me a second. I got nothing. The model maker does not know what they're doing with particles and sounds yet. They will. Don't worry. Now, there are two things you can do in order to make sure that your enemy knows that you're shooting them. For one, you can have particles and sounds. For example, the crossbow and the pistol have particles and sounds.
Oh wait, no.
Farlon's bow, particles and sounds. You don't have particles and sounds. Get fucked.
Yes, I'm on the gun, not the crossbow.
The gun has particles and sounds. You can see and hear that he is shooting you with his gun. You can see and hear that Cyber is shooting you up. However, if my headset would continue to work with me, that would be nice. There are going to be instances where you're not going to realize that you got shot. For example, what I presented, the exact first thing I presented when we got into this. What did I show you the moment we started this particular workshop? What a lovely landscape.
Basically not paying attention.
Belshio, would you like to give them a hint?
Bang, 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 bang.
In short,
Belshio, would you give them a hint?
You cannot see particles that are going off behind you because he doesn't hear this, he doesn't see this, he doesn't understand what is happening behind him. Particles for VRChat will not activate behind thine's head. So keep that in mind when you shoot someone in the back. More than likely, you should probably have a good example set up. So go over there again and I'll do this one more time.
Also goes to show example of seeing, like I said, cone.
So it's
No
probably
sixth
do
sense.
something like this. Hey, redhead, over here.
Ooh. Give me a moment. What did you say?
Redhead right here.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
And he's
It
dead.
may not be a reasonable thing to do as your character, but it's a VRChat respect combat type thing. I hand it back off.
You see how I had a latency issue there? But I heard rear. And I turned around and went, what did you say? Oh fuck! I turned around because I heard rear, and I saw I'm being shot. Oh fuck, my chest.
Swows.
Wows.
You never want to have someone being shot from behind in VRChat. You never want to blow up a Walmart in VRChat.
Unless.
You want your enemy to know that you're shooting them. You want to be in front. Now, if you're shooting them from the rear, there are two methods. One, stating, just as Belshio did, if you're close enough. Or two, letting a DM know to let the player know that you are shooting at them. For example, Belshio's looking that way. Let's say I'm on top of that cliff face. DM. I'm aiming at Belshio.
Alright. In which
Fire.
Don't shoot me, sir.
with a
Please.
in a Belshio, you feel a bolt hit you in the left shoulder.
Not again.
You see, and that even leads into an example of what I was leading into next. After that, you see, Belchio took the hit because he was informed by a DM, because he knew by a DM's recognition that he has been hit. As well, because I do not have a particle, I had to let a DM know anyway. Because Belchio wouldn't have, even if I was in the front, let's say Belchio was on top of that cliff and I was shooting him, I would still have to let a DM know that I'm aiming particularly at Belchio. Because he's so far away, I can't state Belchio. Blink.
What you could do, if you are in range of voice chat, you could go either make the sound effect, which is a lot more immersive, because if you just want to start out, Farlon, I'm shooting you, that's not really nice. So you could just go, or
bolt.
Any sound effect works.
And in the end, a DM is still going to make sure your hit hits. If you're an NPC, your hit may not hit. But if you're a player, be assured that whatever you do is going to have some effect that is going to be fun for the players. Because that is what we strive for here at Farlon, is representing a dark RP, but at the same time, we want our players to have fun.
And last night one.
Yes.
Pass
Oh,
that.
trust me.
The
more brutal, sometimes the more brutal things are the most fun.
Before I
Give me your
continue,
shoes.
players, do you have any particular questions for this first? Oh, goodness. Give me a second. Do you have any particular questions for this particular section of the ranged workshop?
Take my spot.
No, I saw your hand raised 3 times now.
We're going to have a lot more time with weapons that are larger than you, as in great swords, long swords. You can't stop their momentum, that's for sure, but you can definitely deflect, you can move out of the way, so on and so forth. Obviously, you'll still have to take the hit. It's going to hurt your arms, especially if it's a larger weapon. Reverberation through the bone, you get the idea. This is a lot more defensive.
Advantage on the roll.
That is a good question. That is something that I will ask the DMs to clarify.
Huh?
I think Belchio would be the better one to
Belchio has
ask for
fucked
that.
up, so we will give it a second.
Let me
I
try
don't know
my
if it will
luck.
have
And
a
I do
Pancake,
That's
as my
good.
second in command
Wow.
and DM in training, please answer.
Repeat thy query, oh young ones.
Okay. Pretty much I was saying, depending on the weapon you're using, that's ranged. If you're too far, will you get disadvantage, even if you can see the target you want to hit?
I would say, if the DM thinks at the moment that it is unlikely to hit at that range, they probably will enforce disadvantage. If not, just say that it automatically misses.
As I was gonna ask, someone is from the shooter, would it potentially cause a disadvantage?
I gave an example,
What
so I
is
can
the
try and
range?
say it. I basically said, if a DM thinks you're unreasonably far enough, it's either disadvantage or it just outright misses.
If you have the high ground, just say like someone's on that crane, and they want to shoot us with like an arrow or even throw a javelin, I could say that that'd be reasonable enough to give them a flat roll unless they are a ranger, and then give them advantage. However, if someone were down here, and they were wanting to hit someone on the crane, well, they have the low ground, they have a lot more gravity to fight.
We're going Baldur's Gate?
And I don't think... Yeah, so I'd say that... Like, Baldur's Gate, basically, yeah.
Alright, I'll give the high grounded example to them. Thank you.
And another thing would be, you won't be able to throw or shoot someone that's like 16 blocks away from you. So that's it.
Alright.
This is a weapon designed for me running up to him and stabbing him.
Okay, I'm back with a better example. Who here's played the Baldur's Gate 3?
I love Baldur's Gate 3. I'm playing that game.
Yes.
Good game.
Height advantage. Not exactly advantage, but you get a better idea of getting it. Shooting down from shooting up, disadvantage. Neutral level, neutral roll. However, you can't shoot someone 16 blocks away from you, or throw something 16 blocks away. Realistic to a point. But maybe you'll get advantage if you have the high ground.
Better than pancakes.
And I'm guessing if it's like foggy or something, and all that stuff.
I have this guy. He's got some magic. Oh, I'm covered in blood. What was I doing?
Oh, you want magic? I got magic.
I play multiple mages. I think I can.
Nox would work perfect. That level has a bunch of stuff. Let a iron be your subject, and then you could follow them.
I could also bring out Mark 1.
I'm gonna go pull a haha funny.
I could also Bell knows just like pull out Mark 0. I have a golem, like a scary golem that has a fire weapon. Which also I'd like to give it a pointer to use. Maybe we can use that behind this door at some point. As a heavy unit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna warp in once you summon me as like a hologram.
Yep.
There's not a lot to have to be discussed about ranged weapons. Nara?
I know some people will probably do this. I'm guessing if you shoot very close to your target, is it an automatic hit or no?
Ooh, that's actually a
So,
good question.
it depends.
Depends.
I would say it depends on the weapon.
Welcome back,
Depends on the role, in
anime.
my opinion. But it would also be great if you do NPC, or if someone is NPCing. It's great if, like, you know, I'm right here. Actually, get this more reasonable. Oh god. If I were this far away, or even this far away, either, it's good to just go ahead and take the hit for the person that's being shot. Because being a ranger is not satisfying, or not satisfying if you're missing every single shot. But if it looked like the particle was close to you, because it's hard to aim in VRChat, I know it's difficult, go ahead and just take the hit as the other person.
Right. Also, because I forgot to say it here, and it's a good thing to say. As NPCs, we are legion. We are many. We are infinite. The players are singular.
Infinite lives.
Kill as many as you want to the player's wisdom. Have fun and give
If you
them
wanted to
fun.
get hit, go down and then respawn around the corner. Yep.
I have an example for you. During Aether, I had a mission where I got to play this character. Before that mission came up,
And I'll read it out to you, like, slightly, right? So, with Town Guard, which I'm just gonna read this one. You've been in a few fights, learn the basics of your weapon. Alright? That is a new fighter.
every time that someone hit me good, with a good one hit,
I'm dead!
because what's the point in a player? Are we here to? Are we not here to have fun? I mean, we're here fucking live action role playing.
But right now I'm teaching you.
We're not here to
First things first.
powerful, be like super powered monsters. We're just here to have
Ain't
fun.
no metaverse bullshit, that's for sure. Just ain't no metaverse bullshit.
Damn straight. Now,
Let us deserve to get the
there's
kill.
not a lot. There's not a maximal amount to understand outside of what we've just discussed in terms of ranged weapons. Now, when we get to powder weapons get weird. We'll get to powder weapons though. For now, we're gonna move from discussing the ranged weapons to putting into practice the ranged weapons. Belchio, would you like to set our players up in a practice session for the ranged weapons?
Grabbing that model now.
Very good.
Cloning is on. Clone me. Clone me.
Everyone clone Belchio.
Now, the system is a bit complicated, but turn on your gestures. Make it with fist with your left hand, grab from behind, grab into.
I'll return momentarily. Belshio, please lead them.
Your arrows, and then let go with your hand again. Grab it once more, and then fire it like a normal arrow. And let go. Keep in mind, you cannot do this.
We're not
Please,
Legolas.
don't do that. Recommendation for arrows, 15 seconds. Left hand. Other way.
Wait. Sometimes I have to get my hand forward because sometimes.
That's fair. Make sure your gestures.
I understand.
Go ahead and get used to the system. Practice back and forth.
My gestures are on.
Left hand. You can go way back there. Look where my hand's stationed.
There we go.
Right here. Go inward.
Yep, you got it.
Yep. Practice, get used to them. 15 seconds, okay? So shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Even 10 seconds would work, but try to stall for 15. Count to yourselves. If possible. I'd say arrows are 10 seconds. Crossbows are 15.
Just have.
I do have.
Oh wait, no, it's literally just
Question
the
on.
descriptions of the roll.
Pull it in.
So if it looks
Pull
like
it in,
it's
Mimic.
heavy bows, they'll take longer, especially like heavy crossbows and stuff like
If
that.
it's dedicated heavy bow, then yes. Depends on the size.
I wish this could
Even
actually be
lighter than this
controlled.
would still be 10 seconds. Because we don't want
Slap.
5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. So, not fun for you, not fun for the other person.
Okay.
I accidentally hit the stove button.
It just means it's much easier to do it this way. It's much easier to aim this way. Because you don't have to adjust. It's like perfectly arrow point. Go straight forward.
You can also angle it a little bit. Like
Yeah, angle it
diagonal.
up.
No, diagonal.
Oh, we are shooting
Now, by
bows,
the rules of
guys.
Yeah, like
Farlon,
that.
I don't think you have to do this. But in Aether,
Kill shot. It's a kill shot.
when I want to go for a college shot, a college shot, a weak point exploitation, generally, me personally, I take about 60 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds to
So with this, tripping is not done normally in LP,
Oh
not
my
for this one
goodness.
because not
Why
because
am
it's
I
not
lining
okay.
up?
It's just nobody really
keep
does
the
it.
weapon pointed
But I
at
like
the person I'm
so I'm
intending
actually
to
gonna tell you about this.
call
So with
this
tripping
shot
with a
or
monk,
weak point exploit.
a lot of armor has
And I'll
places
just-
you can just fucking
I'll count
grab.
it out, and at that point,
just how
then
it is.
I'll call out to a DM that I am firing with weak point exploitation.
From behind,
or
Mimic.
shot. At which point the DM will roll. It gives your enemy a chance to know that
Stealth
you're doing
kill.
something like that. It gives your enemy a chance to know that you are about to fuck their world up. However, I don't think right now we've implemented a rule for that, so I don't think we're gonna. But that's what I would do.
Just prefer. Look who you got. Go. Okay. Cyber. I think after 15 seconds, I'm going to mess you up. I'm going to shoot you. Here we go. Bang. So just make it obvious at least. You don't have to worry about going. Cyber. Because if you just aim, you know who it is. Unless you're telling the DM, then state it.
Right.
Alright.
We're gonna get the
Now let's
moves
get into
on, and then
the practice section.
Mhm.
Because I got to practice a little bit.
Yep.
So,
Stealth
to
kill.
practice,
Belshio.
what we're going to do
Damn. It's good.
is we're going to get some DM application in here. DMs!
Alright,
Why don't
swap
you get
him.
into some melee combat models, and we're going to have the players get a chance to shoot at you.
I know where to do this.
Alright.
Everyone?
You know exactly what you want to do with this?
If you'd let me. Respawn.
Proceed.
Respawn.
I'm be a bolt that shoots you.
North Gate.
Yes.
North Gate.
Hi, it's me. Your arrow traveling through the sky.
Everyone? Follow me. Over here. Over here.
Follow the glowing eyeball.
Oh, I think I have an idea.
Go to Maccullination. Please spread out across. Find your good shooting spot. Cyber, could you please downscale yourself or change it to the other models? Thank you. Get a good firing spot. Get buddy. Okay, good. Now, what we are going to do is a simple raid on the base. Everyone, I want you to aim without calling out who you're hitting. And we're going to do very simply. We need a leader.
You want a leader?
I feel like yelling.
Oh, you want me to yell? Fine.
You will fight for your lord, my men. So, you will count to 10 seconds for everyone here, so they can get used to it. And you will say, aim, draw, and fire. Remember to count for 10 seconds, and do so accordingly for us. Everyone, don't call out to DMs for this segment. We'll cover that in the next segment. But this is just to get an idea of what it's like. Okay? Alright. Go ahead and get into character. Let me come across the bridge, and we'll start. DMs and everyone else who's not participating, come with me. To get an
idea, Bell.
Okay.
Yes.
For like maybe after a few waves, we have a singular heavy coming that needs to take multiple volleys to take down. Like that one balloons game.
We do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get them down here after the first raid. And then they're going to spread out into town a little. Well, no. They're going to stay here. Fuck. I want them to be able to call out people shooting each other. So like, DM, I'm shooting that one. So,
I can be the one to do that because I got the bolt shoulder. I got the roll.
I'll let you stay in there. Go to Discord for our NPCs while we're charging. Once they get to this floor, and we'll do that there. Okay.
Right. Well, I guess get the people in the end. Yeah, you said no calling for the first bit. I got something sharp in my pants. Ow.
We could get them into the murder hole, and then they could take off hits, as we could just be a big crowd of people down here.
Oh.
That's what we'll do. We'll get them up there. So DMs, we need at least one DM. So Iron, and I guess you want to come in with us. Yeah.
I mean, I can swap over to my DM model.
What do you want me to
Get used to it. Remember, call out in Discord for the NPCs.
I'll be keeping an eye on both teams, but I trust y'all to do your job on this team.
So are you joining the DM team, or are you coming with us, Valen?
I will be part of the DM team. I will watch both teams. I'm going to stick with the player team in order to keep an eye on them.
Alright. So I assume you're all going to be the charging? You're all charging down?
Mimic, I want you to practice for this. You'll be DM team with Valen for the first part of the raid. We're all going to come in across the bridge.
Okay, so just to explain how it quickly works. Respawn. So just to Omega check, I'll be in your voice comms to tell you when you've been shot.
You'll just get everyone who's going to NPC into a voice chat.
All right. So the ones in the building.
Yeah.
Got it.
Get everyone who is. Where's Mimic?
That's true.
Greetings, Omega Mighty Archers. Please listen to moi. Please move down to NPC 1. Thank you. I will be your designated target painter. Greetings. Basically, when you get to rolls, I'll be in here.
But like we were saying earlier, there's no way ice demons will come here in the first place.
Well,
what?
I've done my
anything is
duty.
Possible, but I'm just saying.
We'll most likely have orcs invading our areas than ice demons.
Either orcs or just some low-life peasants, really. Didn't they attack here last week or a few days ago? I can't remember.
Yes, they did. And if I remember right, I ordered you to look at the road.
I was
Attack while looking at the road.
Yeah.
Remember, your brother got killed by one of those orcs.
Pancake, bring your ass to the Hamlet, please. Love you, buddy.
So, well, I had an idea. I overheard them talk about ice demons in the little thing. What do you say we have?
That doesn't matter.
No ice demons.
Simple raid.
No,
Okay.
no, we are
So
not
hold on.
doing any story spoilers. This is a simple workshop.
It doesn't matter. So they're just. I think. Are you doing a mock fight right
We're
now?
doing a demonstration for
Okay.
ranged weapons. If you can
Gotcha.
join us for but a moment. What basically we're gonna do is they're gonna shoot at us.
I'm
with
gonna go
arrows,
up
and we're gonna go
there
down.
with them
Shush, hold on one
and
moment.
keep them
You're not
on
gonna go-
track up
yeah.
there.
You're gonna come with us. Clone
Yeah.
me if you can. We're gonna run in there. They're gonna shoot us, and if you see a particle or anything come close to hitting you, go down. Just as a demonstration, and then we'll go back again. Okay, Valen, come here. What's up?
I'm gonna hop up there and hang out with them. Keep them on track.
For the
I'm
first
gonna
portion?
keep watch on them, and that way afterward we can give them advice.
For the first portion, I want to just raid inward and let them shoot us, and then we go down immediately.
Yeah.
And then after that, everyone can get into the ground floor, and then start calling out hits. So Iron, I need you on NPC team. Mimic, I need you on NPC team. The raid will be easy. We're gonna go down immediately when they start their area follow. So everyone, please gather up.
Yep.
All right. So you're aware. As soon as you see arrows come close to hitting you, go down, and then respawn. Come back here to Hamlet. Wait for me, and then we're gonna go again.
What's the respawn
So when you go,
area?
I'll show you when we die. Yeah.
And just to double check so I make sure it's clear, once we start getting to the call shots, I'll be staying in this voice call, or I'll be going down their voice call at the DOD.
You'll be staying in the NPC chat with everyone here. If everyone could gather into an NPC chat.
We're technically the
that everyone
players.
else
I may
is
have
part
done
of
that
it.
in reverse. May have done that in reverse.
Either one works. That's fine.
Just all
So long as you guys can call out on a VC to the NPCs that they're being shot, they're going to name off who is going to be shot. You will stay with us on the NPC team. Mimic and Valen will be the ones calling out back and forth.
No problem.
And this is when we're not on like.
This is when the archers get to the ground level. Now we do need to go because we're stalling. So everyone, soldiers, charge the gates, die a glorious death. Come
Let's
on.
get this shit.
Why the fuck am I the only one that brought a shield? What's wrong with you?
Why does Castle like the rook for chess?
That doesn't mean shit.
They have fucking archers perched up. We're gonna get fucking killed. I can barely catch it with my fucking self. I'm gonna take one to the dog.
Yeah.
Hey, tomato, tomato.
Go down, 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 down. Respawn, 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 respawn.
It's me.
It's your mother.
John Pincushion.
I'll take your fucking tanker. Punk.
My tanker.
You know who else needs a tanker?
You're dead.
Yeah, man. You know who else is in charge of the Ring of Lust? My mom.
I got so confused because they all stopped shooting, but like nothing came even remotely close to me. So I'm like,
even though it didn't come close to you.
Ah!
Okay. Everyone, go back. One more raid. Go, 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 go.
Okay.
No! Bark. Woof. Moo, even.
What?
Death rattle.
Why do you only have a tankered soldier?
They'll never see it.
I have a sword in my right hand. Oh, he's talking about him.
Oh god. Outstanding air.
Fucking shoot us already. Alright, go down, 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 down. Everyone respawn, respawn, respawn.
Just waiting for them to shoot.
Yep.
Damn.
Alright, so this is the segment where they go to the ground floor.
DM time.
We need, so hold on.
yeah, no, wait.
Is everyone in
what's
a...
the radius? Like, I was not a part of that. I was busy
That's okay.
training.
We'll explain that here soon. But get everyone, if everyone's here in a VC, we're going to start the ground raid. So listen to comms and listen to DMs. They're going to explain to you if you've been shot or not on the ground floor. Okay?
Okay.
Just double checking. I'm
Alright.
one of the ones that's swapping to DM model, right?
Yes, you'll be doing so. Iron, you'll need to stay with NPCs.
Got it.
Because I want Mimic and Valen to practice.
Cool.
Tell Valen that he needs to start NPCing for that, or DMing for that.
Should I say some flavor to the other channels? Say they need to start getting to the ground level.
I think you snapped my neck.
I'll do that myself with the NPC.
It happens.
All right.
So now, go ahead and.
Should I prepare
go
the
back
heavy?
To the Hamlet. So, for you, Iron, go back to the Hamlet, wait 1 minute, and then charge. Okay.
All right. Get in there! Go, 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 go! The one that I am in.
1 minute, then charge.
Player one. Yeah, players.
I have
not
a
NPC.
malword.
I'm in players. I thought. Wait.
Yeah, okay, then you should be fine. No, no, no. We're the NPCs. It got asked backwards. You're in the correct place.
Gotcha.
Do we clone you, Iron?
No, I'm specifically the heavy that takes multiple waves to take down. That's why I was told to wait a moment. I think you're supposed to keep going.
Not yet.
He said, "Wait a minute."
They said wait a minute to me.
That's specifically to Iron, not us.
Okay.
All right.
Get in there! Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. About to get a minute. Nice and slow.
With a 19 techno, an arrow gets you clean in the throat.
Listen.
I should get a shield.
Just. There you go.
Bro.
Stayed with a 14, you feel an arrow hit you in the shoulder where your neck connects to your body. Alright. He's dead.
I sure do wish we had some way of spawning closer to this.
With a 16, Iron Pancake, you take an arrow to your upper shoulder, close to your neck.
Alright, rolling. With a 2.
Move.
With a 19 attack, an arrow gets you straight to the head.
Rolling. Cyber with a nat 1. Your bow shoots, but it ends up smacking you in the face.
Say, with a 14, you're getting shot in the shoulder.
Rolling.
Aiming for straight again. 10. She manages to.
Cyber shot a 4. Alright, rolling for dub with a 5 cyber. You accidentally clink it against your commander's sword. Rolling. What did you get? Rolling for you, Cyber. With a nat 1. You accidentally shoot your commander in the leg. Rolling. With a 10. Tech, you feel an arrow graze against your cheek, cutting your mouth open. Understood. Roll. With a 6 cyber, it bounces off of his shield. Rolling. Oh, a 17. Yes, Dub is dead. Also, you've got somebody standing right to your left. Rolling. With a 13 tech, you feel an arrow hit you in the throat. No. You've been hit multiple times, you're dead. Who? Understood. Cyber, you have a 6. It grazes off of his shield. Alright, rolling for Nara. Sage with a 17. Place shot hits you in the eye.
Forward.
Rolling.
I'm going to try to
With a 17, Minty. Dub, you get hit in the dick by an arrow.
With 17, while one ball got busted, the other ball got busted too.
Alright. Rolling. With a 10 Nexus. Pancake. Get a nice little arrow stuck in your arm. It's not deep enough to puncture.
No, I was saying I was aiming for projectile. Fuck, I was muted.
Yep.
Firing. 13 cyber. Techno, you get a
And Arrow is able to pierce
under the arm by an
your
arrow.
shoulder.
My arm!
Aiming for techno.
Aiming for iron, sir. I'm aiming for sir.
Alright, Cyber with an 18 stayed. An arrow flies through the air and skewers you from the front of the throat all the way through the back.
DM note. As soon as you die, proceed to the hamlet and remain there.
Okay, I didn't. You got me. Sorry.
DM comment?
As soon as you die, proceed to the hamlet and stay dead until Belchio calls the
I
next.
think this is your last chance, friend.
Nara with an 18.
Firing double up.
An arrow flies. He's just above your helmet and hits you in the eye. Just above your shield.
I'm waiting till I get rolled. What do you think I'm doing?
What do you mean?
Good, but
What do you mean roll?
With a 14.
If I have a sim child.
What call to draw?
You die.
Did not want that person any closer.
With a -1, everyone aims at you and shoots. Yes.
Fucking called it close. That's what they fucking did. I gave them so many chances, Mimic.
I know. Like, in reality, you would have, like, been able to slaughter them.
Let's see if they try again. I'll do it.
NPCs, perish. NPCs, perish. Respawn.
You helped me unlock third person though.
Yeah.
Damn, that is amazing.
Their luck with the heavy was so fucking bad.
I never thought of it.
If this is it,
Let me help you unlock third person mode real quick.
So Iron, get back into the bandits. We're gonna do one last raid, test our NPCs, or excuse me, DMs.
Was I doing something wrong? Because I literally stood there like this.
You're fine. I think next time DMs will have to tell you, you have died after being shot in the throat. But that's something we'll work on.
Yeah,
This is also a workshop for DMs. as well.
Expect necks and headshots to
My
just be
problem
dead.
is like I see some
I'm
people
better
walking
at- I'm
really
better at
slow,
guiding
and
people
I'm
and
like
teaching them. I'm not very good at
speeding past them,
DMing.
and I'm like, what am I doing?
So a thing I noticed is people kept calling shots, and I didn't know how to react to that. Oh, was it?
That's meant to happen. So I know we set you guys up because we don't have a dedicated NPC crew, but they're calling shots to the DM of who they're shooting next, which is what I want to show with this big group raid. It's not here. So what we're gonna do one more raid. We're going to have a shield wall, and they're going to have to call us, or the DM's gonna have to call us and go like, who's getting shot next, and you're gonna take that hit or whatever they say. If you're in the Discord channel, it should be easy to hear.
Yeah.
Iron, could you tell Thanatos to join that VC and do such?
Right. Thanatos, get down to NPC 1, you bitch baby. Please and thank you. Oh wait, I can do that.
Oh shit.
I've moved him myself.
Yeah, we're gonna get into a wall when we get on the bridge. We're gonna go very slowly, and they're going to have to choose their shots. React accordingly, okay? So,
Of course.
We do like a SpongeBob quote, just like push one step forward.
That's called step.
One
Step. Step.
Or advance. Yeah, just
Yeah.
advance.
Take the problem and push it somewhere else.
But yes, notably, either a headshot or a neck shot, just die.
Alright. Rolling. With an 18, Valen, an arrow flies through the air and hits you right in the throat.
It's fine. Let's go. Move slowly.
Advance!
Too early, Mimic, but okay.
Nexus with a 4,
I know,
your
it's
arrow
It's always taking a
falls
shot.
to the ground as you let loose. Rolling.
Ding!
Alright. With an 11, Pancake, a arrow flies and hits you in the knee.
Ah! Ah!
Alright.
Come on, man, get up! Come on! There's goth women in there!
God damn.
Could one of you tell Valen that he got shot in the throat? Because he's in Discord through his phone.
An arrow shoots straight but well.
Alright, sorry. Who? Oh, Cyber, who are you? Right, well, alright.
I got shot before we even got into the
Alright.
actual thing. But okay.
Yep, you killed.
That's what's happening.
Alright.
I'm not confused about it.
With a 17, Belchio, an arrow flies through and hits you in the eye. Alright.
The 7!
With a net 20, your arrow goes straight through his armor and his head.
Aiming for shade.
Rolling.
With a 6,
it gets stuck in his shield.
Aiming for shade. Don't take him out! Take him out!
I can't hear.
Aims for a pancake. Groin area.
The 7.
Damn.
I have a cup.
Because the cup is the 7.
Itty bitty ranger been
Aiming
stabbed.
for stayed again.
Aiming for Cyber.
I don't want to like go jump.
Grabs arrow. Fuck. Give me a sec. I'm trying to grab the arrow.
I need to make a shot.
Aiming for
And I'm
stayed
gonna-
one more time.
I'm gonna do that.
19. The arrow bounces back.
Could use some work.
Nexus in the arm. Yes, sorry. Who are you? Stayed due to a natural 20. An arrow flies through and goes
That could be better.
through your back and out your stomach into the back of your shield.
That could be better.
Sorry, there were only 2 DMs here.
Alright, that's my slight complaint. Note it down, note it down.
Everyone. I put you there. Fall into the water. Become fish. Okay, so Valen.
Alright.
Valen.
It's time to.
Alright, moving on to powder weapons.
No, this is back into one more spar.
Time to skew your.
With whatever desired avatars they get. Or no.
Hold on.
I have yet to go over magic.
We need to get powder weapons done.
That
as
is
well.
true.
No, we need to get powder weapons done. We just stick to the itinerary.
We still got
Itinerary is written out.
2 hours. We got time.
To the itinerary.
Let's let them have one break, and then we'll get back into it.
Let them have a break, and then go to powder weapons. Then we'll do a all-in-all. Then we will do an all spar, where people will get to play with whatever they wish.
So, yeah, water break, magic. Or while they're having a water break, Mimic could explain magic. Or powder, yes. We're all over the place. Give us 1 second. Alright, either we need to respawn or...
Well,
this is... Let's respawn.
Why am I the only one to respond? What the flip?
Or you build like 2 bridges loosely roped together.
Stick to the fucking.
Oh, that makes sense.
Bullshit and fucking.
Throw it the fuck down.
Crash bullshit. So.
Stick to the written itinerary.
Uh oh. They did.
My workshop. We're gonna run it.
Helicopter, yes, sir.
Yeah, Bell crashed. Alright, that makes sense.
Don't overcomplicate
The
things.
archers, they could have used their bows to smack them.
Well, most of the time they have army swords, but what we're going through is like calling shots.
There he goes, yeah, Bell crashed. What the Dorito?
Nobody knows
Dorito. Small Dorito.
Life will be accepted if
It's
I
a
get in
Dorito.
and I'm just gonna bonsai charge
He's
someone.
after me. No.
Don't kill it, fucking eat it. No, fucking eat it.
Don't worry, on this water break, then flintlock. The words were just being skewed. He was
We do
probably
the
mid
powder
crashing.
weapons.
He was probably mid crashing. We're doing black powder next.
Weapons. Yes. Water break, powder weapons. Then
The training ones I
we
have.
do the all in all.
You're not the good one.
The all in all sparring, where we practice everything that we've learned. Then we go to magic. It's written down.
Yeah. We're doing that.
Oh shit. No.
Either way, I have critique.
There should be no confusion.
There is no confusion, Valen. I have critique. Because it felt like once we actually got to the line, nobody knew what to do. Like even I paused. I felt like if everybody got to the line, yeah, I feel like if the sort of line got to the
Hold on.
arrows, let's respawn because this is DM talk, man. Like, I felt like that kind of went south near the end because nobody really explained what should happen when an all-ranged line gets up in melee. Because I just I paused because I didn't even know what I was supposed to do. Like, were we supposed to? Yeah. I feel like that was a fail state because they all lived because they kept waiting until new rolls came and killed us.
Yeah. I know it was meant to be a learning thing for the players,
Yeah,
but
we should
you
have
do bring up
also
a
had
good
Should have been a
point.
fail
a
state.
situation of we got. It should have also been taught that we got too close.
And then range
'Cause
became
I
useless.
mean, at the point of me getting shot in the neck before we even got the shield wall up, I just kind of stepped to the side to breathe for a second.
Valor,
But
we
it
were
should
in
have
a
been a
shield
learning
wall.
lesson as well that part of what should have learned, what they should have also learned is when you let someone get in too close as ranged, you're fucked.
Yeah. Also, Van, I'm slightly confused. We were in a shield wall when you died.
Yeah.
We were in an advancing shield wall. Yes.
You were the first one to go down, and that was before you guys had.
Yeah.
That was like while you guys were still really close to the.
Yeah, we
thing.
started the shield wall when we got on the bridge.
It was an 18 roll. Yeah, you hadn't even gotten to the bridge when you had actually gotten an 18.
Yeah.
I called it over the Discord, but
That is an extraordinary distance, but whatever.
It was
Move
luck.
past it. We'll keep it going.
Blind luck. I've said my piece.
Blind luck.
Welcome
Yeah,
back,
fine,
Bell.
Whatever. We'll move past it.
I gave
Okay.
criticism, like a good mediator.
So, players are drinking water. Should be
There he goes.
good. Oh, Bell, do you have a good flintlock model that's not one of Storm Sharp's? Because Storm Sharp's very finicky about having his models given out.
basically, unless he knows who he's giving it to.
I am well aware. Was looking at before I crashed, and I didn't have any. Except I know of a world. It's a Warhammer 40k world. So if someone wants to go there and grab it that has good internet, that'd be great.
You're wanting me to do it, aren't you?
Yes, my assistant.
Mimic, you have the best internet out of all of us right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right, Bell, just to say my thing so you know it as well. I feel like
am
that...
I looking for
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, wait,
are
wait.
am I looking for flintlock pistols or rifles?
Rifles.
Understood.
Cool. Right.
To find the map. Trying to find it real quick, but you'll just have to probably go to Prisma and then look up Warhammer 40k and then find an Imperial model with the musket.
Wait. I can't believe it's coming in clutch. It's one of my first saved worlds.
You already have it?
My worlds. Up now, World 1.
Damn.
Best of luck, Mimic.
There's
corner.
That was one of the first worlds I ever went into. But yes, I'm gonna say a thing now.
I think that's it.
Because I feel like we slightly dropped the ball at the end. Because the whole line got up, but we didn't know what to do, and the range people kept shooting. Like, I feel like there should have been a fail state. Because I kind of just paused, because I didn't even know what I was supposed to do. Because I didn't think I'd get that far. Is he gone? I think he's... Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
Right. Welcome back, Belle. Did you hear my comment?
No.
I would say there should have been a fail state, because it kind of got slowed down at the end, because nearly all the line made it to the archers, but I don't think either side knew quite what to do, because I wasn't told what to do if we got all the way up there, because I was expected to be dead by then, and they kept shooting
Yeah,
even though they
it
were
was
in melee.
rushed, I understand.
Yeah, there should have been a fail state or explaining that once melee gets to range becomes obsolete.
Yeah, we should have told them that they need to switch to their swords, but that's
Yeah.
fine. After the after when Mimic gets back, we'll do the powdered guns, and then they'll have one more break. And then while they're on the
Magic.
break, Mimic will explain magic. And then after that, we'll do more fighting.
Also, just to get this out of the way for you now, I'm gonna load up a model that's probably gonna be used, so you can have it loaded now.
Okay.
It's yours favorite.
Pretty big for me.
It's yours favorite. You should have it downloaded already. I'm pretty sure. It is your model. It's not Chester, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's Mark 1.
Mark 0.
Technically
Or
Mark
Mark
1.
1, technically.
Mark 1 hasn't been around in a bit.
No, they have not been in Aether in a while.
They're back. Ah, yes.
What do you want to use this for?
This is gonna be for explaining magic.
Got a musket. Oh,
Okay.
you wanted
Golem.
one with magic?
No, no, no.
I found one that has a musket.
We're talking about ours. How we're gonna use this to help explain your magic lesson. Because we got the mage and then we got the magic golem.
Got the musket.
Ah, yes. Nokia hammer, my beloved. I think it still makes the noise. Hang on. Let me turn on my music.
Yeah, it does have the noise, yeah. Just
It's
turn it
still,
up.
it's still broken as fucking always.
Alright, I
used
got
to have a
the
Nokia like
model for the thing, so.
My childhood.
Ultimate
So-
arcane weapon plus 4.
So, elaborate how you're going to use these models to help with the magic lesson.
Right. Ancient golem. You can explain why golems are so fuck off nowhere. Basically because they're an unstoppable force. And then we have a basic mage that Belshir said I could help you explain magic with, since it's a mage model that I can use. Basically, this is the ultra... Nothing's known about this, and this is why they're fucking rare. Cause, got this.
Alright.
And then we got all the weapons, which is just sword and dagger. But you know, it screams magic, used as an example for magic. Like, this is an example of ancient magic something. Rather another. Bell should have loaded this by now, so. Back I go, into your boy. Cask. You flubbed that. Cask with a K. There's his name, I forgot it.
Did I kill both of you?
I accidentally hit Mimic. I accidentally hit Mimic.
You think you were above Deietic justice? I mean, here's a hug for you.
Oh my
I don't know what source of affection. I don't know what source of affection you like, if you like hugs or head pats, so I just gave you a hug.
Players.
Jingling keys, follow they who speak.
Players, gather up! Jingle keys! Jingle keys!
Jesus.
Line up.
Alright. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm standing right. Let me look. Dub!
What?
You're a wonderful NPC, but get in there!
I'm not the one that needs to. I already know this bullshit.
This is just like school.
Well, you're learning it again!
It's like
Oh, then
PE.
Fucking, I'll stand right here.
That's fine. This is like PE.
Alright, here comes the fun part. The dangerous... One of the most dangerous parts about living in this era.
Is frame drop
Guns! Not just guns, but powder guns!
Woo! Hell yeah!
So there are two different types of weapons that any single member of the citizenry of Farlon or any other country are gonna look at and go, "Oh shit!" and run away from.
Oh, right.
They're both black powder. That's gonna be a rifle or a pistol. Pistols are more mobile. You can have your fun with it. You can have a fucking pistol axe, rifle axe, who cares? Powder weapons are still powder weapons. In the end, I can decide to I can literally.
So it goes without saying, Bell, if this is used as a combat example, you're not gonna fucking flinch. Obviously. Which shouldn't be used as a combat example, but if it is, I'm pretty sure we both know how it's gonna end.
Where you going, buddy?
I had to, I'm gonna put some new pair of socks because mine is ripping apart right now. Don't mind me.
Damn. Knocked his socks off, literally.
No horse.
Even in the workshop, Thanatos, I can't believe you.
I win. Nah, I'd win. English or Spanish?
Here is the major points of running a flintlock weapon. 1. You're not going to be able to afford this as just a regular ass person. We're in early Renaissance era.
Very early. Very.
Very early Renaissance era. You're not going to be able to afford one of these because they are primarily for a kingdom's military, and that's in like specialized hussar groups, and they are for nobles. If you're not a noble, you ain't got one. If you're not a active duty military member, you ain't got one. Or if you're not a mage hunter. Mage hunters also probably have them. Anyway. Yeah. 2, they have a hefty reload time. Both the pistol and the rifle have a hefty reload time, 20 to 30 seconds. 3.
The rifle's still longer.
3. Powder and bullets are hard to come by. I myself start with 10 bullets and a abstract amount of powder. I have to go purchase more bullets from the blacksmith if I ever fire them. I don't even know how much powder I have. We'll figure that out.
50 grams.
Oh, don't start this.
We're not gonna get into that much detail. That's too much. That's too
You
much detail.
No, that's like
Anyway.
the average like shot count.
Her
50
dagger
grams.
leg is fake. It's just powder.
A bag.
Continuing forward. A powder weapon is sensitive as well. Give it a second to reload, and I'm going to show you an example. So, flintlock mechanisms are not the easiest thing to maintain. You got to know what you're doing. Let's say I go swing at Belchio. Belchio blocks me. And I don't have a decent... Do you see how it's a weapon? It's a melee weapon as well? Let's say I don't have a decent flintlock mechanism on there. I just wasted my bullet.
Wasted your shot.
Now I have to reload it. That's
Crazy.
part of why you don't really want a
What's the
melee weapon.
rocket- What's the rocket jumping distance
But I'm a
on
noble.
that thing?
I get the good shit. Continuing on. What we're going to teach you in this workshop is representation
All the way into
of...
the infirmary.
Representation of...
Did they just rocket jump?
Rocket jump to the
Listen to the DM. Listen to the DM. Let him continue. Let him continue.
Jingle keys.
Jingle keys.
a flintlock weapon, as well as the detriments to wielding a flintlock weapon. We will teach you proper maintenance, not proper maintenance, but proper understanding of you have a goddamn gun.
Yes.
And something that also helps with keeping other people's nervousness is understanding proper etiquette. If you're in universe, you're not gonna just be willy-nilly pointing it at a crowd of people because it's funny, unless you're a noble who's an asshole. You're generally gonna understand the point there.
Like this.
But we're gonna proceed onward. Now,
More like this. Your fucking lips, Muse.
Well, either
okay.
way.
We're gonna proceed onward.
No, I'm.
Jingle keys. Please, thank you.
Alright, players. Please clone Mimic. Funk.
Or me.
Yes.
Or Belshia.
Keep in mind that this avatar is gesture-based. To have the weapon out, you do point. To pull the trigger, you do fist.
I like that it has a laser.
Yeah, it's only
That's
local.
just for aiming.
No.
I will also clone this avatar so that we are all on the same page. Because it's pretty hard to get a flintlock pistol just as much as it is to get a flintlock rifle. So, something that needs to be understood.
Mr. Fan.
You have... First, we will indicate the most annoying part of wielding a flintlock weapon. Reloading! You just blew your load all over someone. Now it's time to restock. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna gesture that you put a ball in the top. Then you're gonna pretend to put a wad. Then you're gonna pretend like you just pulled out a stick and you jammed it down. Then you're gonna pull the stick out. You're gonna put the ball in. Then you're gonna pull the stick back out and jam it down. Then you're gonna flip it over and you're gonna slide the stick back in. And now you're ready to blow your load again.
But what about the powder, sir?
Yeah, you didn't put the fucking
That's the
powder in.
wad. I missed the powder! What would you look at that? My gun doesn't work!
Well, Cause he loaded the wad and then the bullet and then stuffed it all down.
The powder goes first.
Now we're gonna reset because I forgot the powder. Well, would you look at that? Another problem with using a powder weapon, you can't forget a step. Or else you completely fuck
Please let's
yourself.
not have you be the commander of the
I'm gonna
Renaissance.
forget the ball.
Let's start.
Battalion.
Jingle keys.
Jingle keys. Start with pour the powder. Then put the wad. Jam it down. Put the ball. Jam it down. pour the powder in the flame.
Ignition.
Just a little bit.
Flashbang.
Flashbang. Tell the flashbang.
I haven't been paying attention who's cutting people off. All I know is I'm saying jingle keys.
I'd never remember the terminology for that. And then roll back the hammer.
We're working on it.
I know.
You see how long it takes you to get ready to fire? And in that time, your enemies can attack you. But once you're ready, goodbye, Nexus.
A well-skilled Farlon musket man can fire 3 shots in a minute.
So basically,
Get in the ocean, nerd.
grab your weapon, get it out, aim towards the sky. Everyone aim upwards towards the sky, please and thank you.
Get ready to shoot. Men, aim, fire. Now, 30-second reload. Begin now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count amongst yourselves.
7.
When you're ready,
8,
put your guns downward.
11, 12, 13,
Count to yourself. 16. Mute yourself if needed. Cyber, mute yourself if you need. 30 seconds. Everyone ready?
30 seconds.
Aim. Fire. Good men. Good men. Now you understand. 30-second time.
Killed a witch.
Well,
Damn.
more than likely. So,
It's a bird.
now you understand the 30-second reload. Now I'm gonna go over why it's important for the 30-second reload.
Powder weapons are absurdly
Yeah, you'll be back eventually anyway. You'll be able to yell
They
at the
are
kids.
the most powerful attack you can have in Farlon, aside from magic. We'll get to that. When you're using powder weapons, you have the capacity to tear through heavy armor. Let's take, for example, Dubweb. He's wearing light armor. He's just, I mean, he's gonna have the same amount of danger as that person wearing heavy armor. Belchio could be wearing heavy armor, same danger. It's not exactly giving you any difference, it's just armor piercing. That's all it is. But that armor piercing is something that they keep an eye, that we as DMs and admins will keep an eye on. That is why it's a restricted weapon. Why it is a restricted item. In universe and out of character. Now, there are certain enemies that you're not going to be able to kill with even powder weapons. Those are, as we would call, forces in nature.
A good example, actually. Iron, if you could, or you want me to.
I'll do it, unless you want to put on your fancy voice mod for them.
You know, you put on the fancy boy. I'll bring up the other guy.
Yes. Wait, hang on. I have two fancies. Are we talking Nox fancy or the other one?
Mark 1.
Got it.
Gentlemen, men of the line, at attention.
Understood.
Stand in formation.
Here he is. Take aim from him.
You
go ahead.
Take aim. Ready. Fire.
All right. Well, I have 2 days until retirement. I'm retiring now.
Oh God.
Now, let me ask you. Why did he not die?
I'm gonna go home too.
The reason he did not die is because this is an iron golem. You won't be able to kill an enemy like this. You also won't be able to kill the enemies above master in some senses or regards. Those that were here on the last workshop, you understood that there are different classes and different levels. Not going to get into much detail, but above master, there's essentially you're fighting a god. You won't be able to kill them. Moving it and passing it to Valen, though. Continue.
This is why, while you do have a powdered weapon, it's much like heavy armor. You feel invincible. You think you're the most badass motherfucker on the field because you can just point at someone and they die. And then there's that motherfucker. Then that motherfucker shows up and you're like, oh no! But if you're wearing heavy armor, this motherfucker shows up. And the person in the heavy armor goes, oh no!
So you understand, this is the most deadliest weapon on the battlefield and it should be respected if you NPC and or hold one as a player character. We do not take these things lightly.
We do not.
Is that it?
That is it in terms of the education segment. Pancake has something in terms of the education segment.
It's all fun and games until you fall into mud or water, though. It's all fun and games until that point. And everything's fucking ruined.
Allow me to explain. If your powder becomes wet, it can't ignite. If your flash pan becomes wet, you can't ignite it. You suddenly have an inert weapon.
We got a club.
This isn't like modern weapons where we have everything figured out, all of the powders in a nice brass casing, and it does. And as long as the firing pin hits the cap, boom, you're good. Now you have everything exposed. If you hit mud, you hit water, you hit anything. If you're in rain, even, you could lose your potential to fire off that weapon unless you are underneath cover like this, because that powder gets wet, the flint gets wet.
DMs will let people know though when this happens. With this though,
Indeed.
everyone please sit down because this is going to get into a small talk that Mimic will host. This is the Haha Funny Magic. So please get comfortable as we explain what I do not understand.
I don't think any of us understand magic.
It's all fun and games, Valen. Until I'm talking to your rifleman, and I'm shipping from my drink, and I go.
Please put your rifles away. Oh, magic.
Damn it, I borked. Anime is the best mom. I mean, what? Look at my center, my play space all the way over there. I should really unwind that one day.
About 10,000 years ago, there was a big war between mages. It got so bad that the gods decided to, hey, this is an issue. We're restricting magic heavily and put a special barrier around the planet, essentially. That makes magic a hell of a lot weaker and less likely to show. If you are just a random nobody, good chance that you won't have magic, nor will you be able to understand it. Most people in the modern day of this RP will one, not have access to magic, and two, won't know enough about it to really be able to do anything with it. Not only that, they would be scared. Yes, it is also something that is illegal to use out in the open. Not even the nobles are able to use them and practice magic in the open, as we have mage hunters. There's about 17 different factions of Mage Hunter, each with their own goal.
Gimmick.
Yeah, each with their own gimmick.
Very powerful. A lot of them for a good reason. Gods don't want magic. Well, by golly, the follower of the gods will make sure there's no magic. You see magic,
I have ace.
your reaction more than likely will be, oh shit. I need to stop being friends with that person or else I'm going to get interrogated by a mage hunter and probably get killed. Valen, you have something?
You will be explicitly told if your character knows anything about magic or would have any reaction other than that to magic.
Yes. The general thing amongst the populace is magic bad and magic dangerous. And even if you don't know about magic, you know that there are people who hunt for people with special abilities to essentially call upon like some ancient shit or something. With magic, there is a risk both within the walls and out of the walls. And as what Valen had said during the powder weapons thing, magic is dangerous. When a spell comes towards you, like let's say, you know what, let's say that this mage here casted like firebolt on you or something. The way that magic will interact with your armor will vary. Yes. So, if you are wearing heavy armor, like Stade, if you could step forward since you're in heavy armor.
So who's me?
Yes.
Send over here if you can.
Yeah, so that the class can actually see.
Class.
So, this is heavy armor, obviously. Real sturdy stuff. Powdered weapons can go through it. If this mage shoots a projectile-based spell, let's say fireball, it is going to cause a massive hit. It is going to knock the wind out of you, and it is likely, and depending on the spell, it will likely shred your armor. This is the case with almost every type. However, certain type. Yes. Magic touching heavy armor will tear through it. Because heavy armor is designed to deal with physical hits more so than magical. In addition, lighter armor, like let's say, Belle, why don't you come over? You can go back with the class Stade.
I'm getting an F on this exam.
Tell me, is this medium or light?
Considerably light, all other.
Alright, with light armor. Again, the mage uses magic on the light armored individual.
Zip zap.
Yeah.
It is going to hurt. However, it's not. His armor is actually going to be a bit more intact. This is partially because the lighter the armor, the better it is with interacting with magic, essentially. Typically, the lighter the armor, the better defense you have against magic. But I see your hand Stayed.
No, go ahead. I think you can answer.
Okay. But if you are not wearing armor at all, it will be as if you're wearing full plate when you're hit by magic.
And nobody quite knows
The
why.
thicker the armor is, the better it is, in some senses.
Yes. In addition, the mage hunters themselves have strict rules. It's like a whole-on hierarchy. Not even the king is technically safe from this. However, magic comes from a few different sources. Not everyone will have it. One of those sources, Belle, if you could bring out one of the weapons.
I get to show off my thing.
Yes.
Oh, it's not it. Here it is.
So, one of these sources is magic items. Magic items are incredibly rare, and for the most part, all of them are for the most part, some of them are going to be artifacts from the Mage War. Magic items can have a variety of effects. Some very minor, while others are probably going to cause a really chaotic scene, which I will enjoy DMing as a fun thing.
Chaos, yes.
Not another method? Go on, I'll let you.
Go. Magic items are findable loot.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
The other way. Another method, and this is something that at least one of the players has, and that's through birth hexes. Birth hexes are, well, hexes in general, or god hexes as they're called, are a phenomenon that can either be part of how your character creation, which birth hexes are one of those, as it will have an effect on your avatar. The model I'm in is an example of a character with the Cyclopean hex. Basically, they have one eye.
Get
These
into
hexes
that. Some of them won't know about the hexes.
Yes. However, not everyone will know about the hexes.
It's all in character knowledge.
Yes. In character, unless you have a history with like mage hunters or are a part of say certain clergies, you
or you're
will
just really fucking old.
Even that, I'd say that would have less knowledge sometimes than like clergy or mage hunters when it comes down to the hexes. Unless you are among one of those three things, you likely will not know about hexes. You'll just think, oh, in the case of Ta here, anyone whose character lives around, in or around Farlon in the town knows Ta. She is one of the hosts for the arena. Everyone knows she has one eye. Anyway. Sorry, trying to think. Oh, heck! In addition to the birth hexes, there are hexes that can be gotten from other sources. These are ones that only DMs can give you. However, if you really, and I mean really, want to have one of these hexes as like a starting thing, sure, but you'll have to get multiple DMs approval. Also, note for everyone, because of how rare magic is, we have a bit of a cap for how many people can have magic. We're already at that cap, so if you come to me with a character concept that has magic, I'm probably going to shut you down and say, hold off till a slot is open.
Until one of those magic boys dies.
Happen.
This is just like because I'm pretty sure some people might be a little confused one of the times, right? What if anyone else decides to have a character where if they're in this like a certain mood, and they transform into some kind of beast-like creature. Is that considered magic, or
is that curse? I'm thinking for everybody
So-
else, so people would know.
So, that technically would be either or.
It's definitely, if an average Joe, like the stable boy, saw that, he'd go, what the fuck kind of Morgan magic shit is this? It's still considered an effect that is not normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything that is seen odd will often catch the notice of a mage hunter.
Consider
Going well?
this. We are in the era of the witch hunts. We are in the era where magic is terrifying, and if you're caught with it, people might just decide to witch hunt your ass and kill you. You could have lycanthropy, but that could be seen as magic, even if it's just a biological curse.
Yes. And there are some races that have unique traits to them that are often mistaken for being magical, even though it is not.
All right, wrap us up, and Blake gets going.
Vampires.
Just pass it off to someone else if that's it.
Alright. That's about all I can talk about for the public knowledge. After this, I will talk a bit more to those of you who do have some of these magics to explain a bit more in detail.
Okay.
All right.
Valen?
That is magic. And now that we have concluded the magic section of the workshop, it's time for the part you've all been waiting for. Actually fucking fighting each other.
Yes.
Oh,
You can use your player characters for this.
Belchio, I had an idea for this. Since we want them to practice since we want them to be able to practice ranged and powder as well, we have them in the center of town in a
My damn controller.
two teams, broadscope combat with ranged and melee. And
For the first
varying
segment,
levels of armor.
We'll split everyone up, and we'll do teams. So, get into models you would like to fight with, practice with, and then we'll go out in the center of town, we'll put everyone on each side, and it's up to you to remember who's on your team.
Friendly fire can be tolerated, but you'll lose a friendly
yes,
member.
Nara.
I'm guessing the race. I'm guessing the race thing will be for next module.
Next.
Belchio?
Yeah, what's all with the fuss?
Bell.
Hold on. No tech, no
I'm back.
You know what? Okay,
So
Bell's
Bell,
lagging
Nara
out.
brought up a
Pancake,
good
you're
question.
Captain 1, I'll be Captain 2.
Oh, never mind.
Huh?
We'll trade
Next,
choosing
workshop
Pancake,
will we be going over.
you'll be Captain 1,
more
I'll be
detail
Captain
with
2.
the
Each of us
races.
will pick a person,
Oh.
Nara
and
asked about it.
that's how we'll split
okay.
teams.
Okay.
For now, no.
Okay.
No until further notice.
Alright. Is everyone in models you want to be in?
All right, everyone coming to town.
I do not wish to fight.
Head into town.
Innocent spectator.
Pancake and I are going to be team captains.
Please stand in front of the gallows. Right in front. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. They got it. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Pancake
Aim for
and I are
pancake.
gonna jump between each other to separate teams. Calling
We
out
can
as team
separate
captains.
teams here if needed. No team captains. If you guys can't also fight with the players.
That's what we'll do.
All right. So anyone willing to fight, please step forward. So we know.
Come to about here if you are willing to fight.
That's fine, as long as you want to fight. Nara, are you fighting?
Alright, if you want to fight, come up closer.
That's fine.
I'm gonna sit like this so that I'm not. So I'm attached to my
Iron
charger,
Valen,
because I'm
are you
stuck to my
fighting?
charger right now.
I'll be fighting.
We are. We're gonna team captain so that we can separate.
If you want to be team captains, that's fine. Separate and pick who's who. Actually, you know what? We'll do this old-fashioned style. You two come here. One person on my left, one person on my right.
That's what I was planning.
Pick who you want on your teams.
Chill. Chill, relax.
All right, go ahead.
Stayed.
I believe Stayed. Are you
Stayed.
fighting?
Stayed. Are you
I'm not fighting. He's not fighting.
He's not fighting. She's
Oh, you're not
This
signing?
line right here. Understood. I didn't realize.
That's fine.
Yes. The only ones fighting are the ones over here by the gallows.
Continue, Valen.
Then cactus.
Damn it. Nexus.
Hot miking.
Tech.
Min.
Bell, are you fighting or are you DMing?
I'm fighting.
You're DMing?
It's fighting.
I am fighting.
You're fighting? Then I'll take you.
Nara, my dearest friend.
Cyber. I guess.
Damn, you didn't have to throw that in.
Uneven.
Mimic, are you fighting?
I guess I get to kick the algae in the nuts after all.
No, I'm not fighting.
I'll let you take care of the elf.
Right. Let me
Yeah.
what my
Alright.
controllers are at 37. Let me
Team
just
captain.
swap real quick.
Then.
Oh, look at that.
Belshio?
We're finally on the team.
This is how I want this to go. Please respawn, both of you. Everyone else, stay here. One team, flash in the middle. Respawns will be here and here. Before you go, take both of your teams, separate them in Discord, drag them into both different NPCs channels, okay? They have infinite respawns of the character. They have to spawn from the district, so either they can spawn from, you know what? Probably easier. Citadel and Town Militia Barracks will be spawns. So
I call barracks.
one team needs. Okay, you'll be barracks. Get your barracks team into a VC, and Valen, get your.
Are we gonna be like, take
Cyber!
No.
Get out of here!
The dwarf is your opponent.
All of ye!
The dwarf is
Hang on. This is my team, right? He took cactus. Okay. You three, all my lovely players, go to NPC 2.
Valen got
Three
the
of you.
scraps.
That's rude. Don't say that. But yeah, so you three go to NPC 2.
I know, I'm just playing with him.
I'll fight with you. I just need to figure out.
Alright, NPC 2.
Alright, you stinky motherfuckers.
I feel bad for the algae
Now
now.
follow me.
So, Mimic.
I think it's this
I
way.
should rage or no?
Follow moi. Man, that's crazy. I forgot to jump into the channel. Follow me. Over here.
I'm going to double check with Bell on one thing.
Alright. Okay, now we cheat while nobody's looking. Respawn. This here. All of you will die. Click here. All of you will die as your characters, but you have infinite spawns. However, you spawn here.
I love perishing.
Yes. Just don't be afraid to die as your character. You don't have to do it as long if you have like little sensitivity with your character dying or anything.
I was told
yes,
that
yes.
no. I was told we aren't going to be doing the.
Would you like the twin blades or the hammer?
Yet, so no rage.
Work with hammer.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That'll work.
You get dual with hammer.
But yes, every time you die, you will respawn here and run all the way back. We're clashing in the center of town. I'm gonna be your captain. Well, at least your leader.
French braid, one of my favorite hairstyles.
Don't mind me. We're the mail squad, and they want to take our mail. My name is Cask with a K. I'm Farlon's courier in actuality.
Listen up. The fighting has not begun yet. We will let you know soon. However, keep in mind, you have infinite respawns of your character after you die back here. So remember your spawn point. Thumbs up?
You.
Thumbs up.
It's 10 seconds for Bo, right?
Hi.
15.
10 to 15.
15.
50? Oh, okay.
Yeah, 15.
15, not 50.
1-5. Not a decade.
Listen, if you want an example, I have like the average flintlock load time. Like, listen, I actually have this, so I don't have to count.
I actually have a. I actually know of a musket asset where you actually have to do
Give
all
me
the
a weapon.
motions yourself, and it actually does take
I
about
want to hammer
25 to 30 seconds.
They saved that
Yep.
asset. It's so cool.
Yeah,
You gonna be playing in North Zexel? Not in Zexel, Nexus.
Hi.
Nice.
I need to get the money for it.
It'll be under Valence
I
domain.
wanted to give us a bit of range.
I can't wait to get my mailman in RP.
Well, Val's domain with a little bit of help from Than, because Than's the one that wrote
Yeah.
the lore.
Edwards. Meanwhile,
Okay,
I'm just
I'm gonna
a
act like
humble
a trident
mailman.
that doesn't have a weakness on land.
Do I need to do the callouts? Is there gonna be someone doing that, or I'm just gonna play along with it, see what happens?
Play along with it. I'm pretty sure they may have BDMs. Who knows though? Yeah, see, you got
Thanatos
Thanatos.
is a DM.
Also, can I just
My
run
father.
some?
We have an archer here.
Also, Than, can I just run you by something real quick?
Yep.
Over here. Okay, just because I had a funny idea. Can he be 6'5" in canon?
Everyone here?
Like his human form, 6'5", so he's slightly larger,
Yes.
but not too large.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
Thumbs up.
we will be accounting for armor. No other bonuses. So, just act like everyone's the same trained level. We will begin shortly.
We
Grab
fight
your
for
battle
our
music.
mail.
Alright, music.
Genshin Impact soundtrack 120.
Please don't cough on my Discord.
Temporarily. Sorry.
I could
Consider
use the
swapping to a
avatar.
golem. Kidding.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Alright, get up. Here we go.
My music's probably
Players.
too whimsical, but you know.
We will begin the fight in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Go on. Get out there, all of you.
Alright.
You have a ton to take.
Okay, sir. What's our formation?
In front of me.
Alright. If you're a ranger, you probably should be behind us when
The
chance
mail
comes.
must be delivered.
He's running ahead.
Yes.
And you
We
have
should not
longer
waste our.
legs.
We should not waste our energy. The more we waste it, the less effective we are in battle.
Through hail or ice or snow, we deliver the mail to all the people in Farlon. We are the mailmen.
Oh.
We don't want any
Where did
thieves
our
taking
dwarf
our mail. probably do more mail.
I'm not.
We just need to get to the
Hopefully he's
center of
not getting
town.
I just hope he's not getting shanked.
He's right there.
Oh, there he is.
He's scouting for us in case any ne'er-do-wells want to take the mail.
Yeah. We will protect you, sir, as much as we can.
Cask with the K. The best and only mailman in Farlon.
You hear voices coming from the market district. The stalls are moving, shifting. You see the wind blowing past a few things.
Mail call for the market.
I see something over there, sir.
There.
Over there.
Ah. The mail must survive. Kill them.
Pancake, as you're running, an arrow into your leg.
Oh. Oh. The mail must be delivered. The mail must be delivered.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Thanks. Oh, son of a bitch, not again. Bye.
The mail must be delivered.
Another. I don't know.
From this
God,
side.
for this one.
Hello. Perish and come back. I've saved you, my male friend. Destroy them. Your mail. Hold the market. We must deliver the mail.
There's one of the helmets.
Your mail.
Throws it at you.
Mail. From the side.
Oh, hi.
The mail must survive. We have 1/4 of the mail delivered in the market. Hold them off. Your mail. Your mail. Your mail, sir. Bit tight space, don't you think?
Oh, it's not my first time being in tight space.
Behind.
Neither's mine. How's it going back here, mailman?
Pretty good. Everyone's normally keeping away, so it's easy to shoot.
Good. I suggest you maybe realign to the bush line. I need more covering fire on the other side of the market. I need to deliver the mail there. Assist Ruby if you can. Mail. 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 Fishmonger, your mail. Of course. There better be no last standing over there. Mail. I see. Of course it'd be just the two of us, wouldn't it? Oh, you are a sick fool. The mail has already been delivered. I've done my job. The marketplace is taken in my standards. You will never stop the mail force. Not as long as I take breath. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
From behind. Ow! Rolling for both of you. That's the case. With an 18, you managed to save your captain. Don't worry, I got you! This one's mine.
At least I know the wolf will.
Trying to jump in between you and your archer.
In fact, he's actually stopping the arrow.
This is a duel, not a trial.
Captain!
Stand back! This is a duel!
But yeah, Canes, that's still save and breathe. The mail must go on. My will shall break through your plate's mail. like the stars broke the crust of this earth.
In the end, this stars, the mail, it all ends. What comes to us all in the end, Uriel?
The stardust, then.
Uri. I think I cannot see you.
I see then. And I believe our fight is not destined yet. Not yet.
I have witnessed the mother of this. Now, will you send me to her?
You have not earned it yet. And you have not earned my fight yet. Maybe in your next life. Maybe then.
Earn it. Uri. I have faced so much. And yet I have not earned my days yet. But this is some great cosmic game.
A game.
Am I but a pawn?
Pawns,
To be played with by the gods?
like flocks of birds, I arrive as a passage of hope. Like rolling storm clouds, my wrath shows no bounds. But you have not earned either. Fight, and maybe later, you shall find closure, Elathandriel. Unless you wish to try now, and it'll happen all the same.
The Declos stare without us. You will not face me, I shall face those who stand beneath you then.
And maybe then you'll have earned my wrath.
Show my subordinates what they are missing.
Of course. Fly on, little ones. Is this not the place for you?
I'm dead anyway.
Oh, fuck. Oh, you done today.
I'm coming back in!
I guess the butcher's got to be stocked. Good job. And you, my friends. Hello.
What's up? Leave my friends alone!
I see. Come on then, a little more this way.
Oh, yeah? You think it's fun? You think it's fun?
Pulling the tarp over you.
That's right, so.
Oh, I see. It's a familiar affair. Continue on.
Watch it, pretty boy.
I care not for you, Stumpy. Are you well?
Oh fuck, that fucking startled me.
Oh, I see. I shall bait one for you, so you may have an easier shot. This is going to hurt.
He missed.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me know when he fires again. I shall charge him. Oh. I see. I believe my time is running out.
Well, I believe the archer disappeared and they're trying to loop around, so I wouldn't stand like that.
My dear Iron, that arrow hit a critical point in your stomach.
I had warned you too late. I'm sorry.
I reincarnate into it again, like rolling storm clouds. I don't know what must be done. Like rolling storm clouds, you shall know my wrath. Like flocks of birds, you shall feel hope in my name. But for you, those who seek nothing, then you shall feel.
Y'all not here?
Yeah, but you're
Oh, drop kick. Oh, deal with him, Dolly.
We were paused here. We were paused here because I was trying to throw my sight.
I've reincarnated, and I'm angry.
Got shot in the side, and now I'm waiting for stuff right now that's happening over there.
Yes, it is a bit difficult to handle all at once, it is fair. Don't worry, I drop kicked the archer and I'm pretty sure he's dead now. This will take him a minute.
This reincarnation is very much valid thing here.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good son. Let me deal with something.
What's up, big boy?
Wow! No, no! Not you and those ankles!
Oh my god. But you're supposed to be my captain. Why are you running away? Oh man.
I guess he's not a very good captain then. You should join my side. I bring cookies to the mail hall.
We're doing great.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Make my day.
Oh.
Paper beats rock. What's up, man?
Bleh.
Double tap.
I've been defeated. Okay, I give you that one. I give you that one. That was funny. Get down, Mr. President! Get down. Put him up.
I know more
Put
than
him
just
up, bro.
fighting, you know. I know beside you.
No! My
You
fish!
forgot who you're fighting with, man.
Not my fish.
I know. I've been living too long, okay?
Y'all smell like fish.
Reincarnate already. Nut shot.
Iron, because I saw a little bit of this back right there.
Whiva!
Ow.
It grazes you across your chest.
Hey, Thanatos.
This is not going.
Yeah.
Can I smite Cyber?
Although I do a lot of jump kicks, so that's cool.
Do it.
Yeah, that's not very cool.
You've made me angry.
Oh fuck.
I mean, we can take him, right? Two of us, one of him, we can take that. Oh, come on! No.
Smite!
Is this faster?
Long range smite to Cyber.
Oh shit, there's another
Very
person
well.
here.
Rolling for smiting.
I see the damn purple skins are in this war too.
No one.
He ran away. I can fight him.
No one interrupts the mail. It was not to you, friend. I would never harm one of mine. The Ranger, on the other hand.
Huh?
Maybe you'll learn when you're
I'm not on
older.
your team.
You're gonna be fun to play with.
Well, I mean, there's this dwarf right next to me.
Not my doorway. He delivers the mail to the small people. Why could you do that?
It's just the way that I am, man. It's just the way that I am.
Damn, I didn't know you would chill like that.
It comes off. Yep, so guess what? It comes off. Oh, wait, did I have Did I have it off this whole entire time?
Damn, that's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a moment.
In the armpit.
Last stand at this point.
No balance.
He's bled out.
Puts the scythe against your neck and cuts along with Nara. I would say that's a decapitation because that's a heavy two-handed and a scythe.
Be smited, you unholy abomination. May you reincarnate to fight again.
Oh no, but I can do this.
The battle of the mail is infinite.
Pay attention, you dog.
How many times
Do you
is
have a
it going
hammer on
to
you I
happen?
could throw? No.
Greetings, doorway.
You don't want to do this. You're not
You're
in.
short for your size.
You're not human.
Hmm. What do you think?
Helmet.
Hmm. No, I need a second opinion. What do you think? Hmm.
I could make it real simple. I'm working for you.
Like a fucking stepping stone! Pathetic! Archer, take out this doorway.
I'm sorry, I made the promise so I didn't get pummeled earlier. I can't.
I see.
Going to attack me.
Oh. Ugh. I need more light, unless this is a bad sight. Ugh. You are strong. Definitely one of Stork's bests. Oh. Ugh.
You talk too much.
Ugh.
Grab.
Just reincarnate me already.
Yeah, I think I will. First starting with your grandchildren.
Oh, don't you. Oh. Dolly.
Yeah? Maybe you should vote for Storg in the future.
I know who I'm dropkicking next. I know who I'm dropkicking next. Is this how Cask will sound? It's the most interesting one I've done yet. I think this is maybe, just maybe, how Cask will sound. What do you think? Soft England accent, if it can be called England. But it's an accent nonetheless.
You have been dropkicked.
I have? Okay.
Seriously though.
Bam. I am back, doorway bitch.
You realize it is fun.
That's true.
Anime time.
I'm gonna stab you in the arse, you bastard!
Huh?
Good kingsman.
Damn. Anyways. Ow.
Alright, they brought the muskets out. I'm wondering when the Iron Golem will show up to mess with the musket man.
Put them up, Roha.
Here's how you want. Oh, you wanna fight like that, do you? Sure thing. Fight a tall man like you any day, pretty boy. Come on.
You're too dense. I'm not noticing some colliders. Oh. Oh, why are you so detachable?
I'll take that. 'Cause I'm made that way.
You win this time, champion of Stork. But I will be
Guess
back
what?
again.
You will, but we have a cursed head for now. Alright, I'm gonna go fight someone like this now. See you around.
Oh, this is fun. Oh. This is fun. The mail must be delivered. Under any and all circumstances. I mean, this is the only thing that keeps me sane. I'm keeping the berry up all day. What even is this accent exactly? It's something Victorian, maybe. Maybe. Maybe it's close to Knox, maybe it's deeper.
I do have a question.
Who knows? This is definitely doing something for me.
I wonder if Falchio's gonna turn into an iron golem or something.
You're so soft.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
You know, I would, but like I've been impaled 3 separate times, and it really fucking hurts to move.
I'll pay you 5 silver to shoot them.
I'm dead right now, but I'm just playing the part of being a dead corpse.
Alright. 10 silver. Why? I just got back. You can never trust higher delp these days. I'm pretty sure I'm ripping hair out of my head when I do that. I guess I ripped a few strands of hair out of my head. Lovely. Yes, shut up. You've been paid mail. I've been sidetracked, that's what they want. I'm failing to deliver the mail. Devils, all of them. Devils, all of them. I need to deliver the mail. Right. Mail for you. You've almost gotten me sidetracked from my objective. Mail. Mail.
Why?
I'll show you something else.
Too quick!
Why do these grass have colliders? Anyway.
It may be in my chest.
You're doing well. Keep it up. Mail.
An assistant in the shot, double shot.
Very well.
Alright. Close up your fight scenes. Everyone, respawn.
Fuck, it was a fit.
I succeeded. I delivered all the mail. I win.
Yay.
Dwarves. All the time. The entire time.
Yes.
Fuck you. No, fuck you.
Nah.
What? Oh yeah. Fuck you. No. Fuck you.
No.
Strongest
How long were you chasing me, Nexus?
The entire time you were running.
I delivered the mail. My objective was one.
Slash my nuts. What the fuck, man?
Well, I
No,
stabbed him
I
in the
think
ass
of
with
tanking
this.
too. If I died
All the
again.
way through.
Oh, he might like that though.
Don't swap.
And then I ended up killing myself because.
Okay.
I can't believe
Hear ye,
tried to throw
hear
me
ye.
from the door. Okay.
Hear ye,
Alright,
hear ye.
Jingle keys, jingle keys.
So, for this workshop, I'd say it's oh, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, the dwarf bit over there still got me.
That's funny.
Everyone did a good job. This workshop was a success. Give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a round of applause.
No.
No. So, quiet up. So, everyone did such a good job that I'm inclined to say the workshop's officially over. Unless you want to go back in the map and practice with somebody else here in combat, we encourage it. I'll be doing personal private lessons if you would like. Come to me. Past that, DMs are on their free time now. Let's follow through. So, end of workshop. You're welcome to go back to whatever you want to do. Practice more. All of that. If you wish to find me, I'm going to be on the front gate. Fuck you.
I got to turn me.
And if anyone...
A giant enemy.
With this,
Go on, you're cool.
with this, I will announce that this workshop is the last time y'all are gonna see me for at least 2 months. Cause I'm going to basic.
a souvenir.
Good luck.
I'll come back with a war bullet in your ass.
37 cocks in my ass.
What?
Anyway, that's a good point to send you away.
Context, he's going to the Navy. Everyone in there is gay.
Hey,
We know.
good luck.
He's going to be
Hey,
seaman.
good luck, man.
Until next
If you
time.
want private 1v